Continue. Here we go. Hello, Lazy Marsh. Hello, side effect.
Part 1. White Cloud.
Yeah, black.
Wyvern Moon.
I just don't have sugar right now.
Field of the Eagle and Lion.
Why are you making me cold, heater? Make me warm. Why are you not making me warm? Make me warm. Up the degrees, please. I know it's not 26 degrees in here. Because my arms have goosebumps on them. 5,000 G's. Okay. Ugh, losing all that money is going to be the roughest part of a no NG plus run.
It's finally time. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion at Gronder Field is this month. Don't tell me you forgot, Teach.
What? I know it's what?
You're kidding. Come on, Teach. I need you to keep it together for me. Don't lose focus when it counts.
Who are you?
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is one of the Academy's annual traditions. It's a huge mock battle between the three rival houses.
But you know all about rivalry battles, Professor. There was one right after you got here, remember?
Oh yeah, that one. Chapter 2.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field, far away from Garreg Mach.
The mock battle.
The house that defeats the most opponents wins. It's a three-way battle that relies heavily on strategy. Sounds exciting, doesn't it?
I can get behind that.
Claude, what about Professor Manuela? Do you think she'll be able to join us despite her injuries?
I'm afraid she's sitting this one out, as is Professor Hanneman.
As my persistent rival will not be present, it only goes to follow that I must also sit out this year's battle. Now leave me be, Claude.
I like impressions of other characters. That one wasn't intentionally bad either. Alright, then I guess I'll sit out too.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
If it isn't our own
Thanks to all of you.
Does that mean you really won't be joining us for the battle?
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Nah, we're gonna win.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits.
I've been playing on a higher difficulty level, so you tell me that's not pushing the limits. If I'm the only professor present...
We have taught our students well.
Why would that make Manuela dislike me? I don't understand. Manuela, my monster mortal savant. That I don't know. I don't know about that. I do not know about that. Though that would be a not bad idea for my faculty run if I wanted to make her into somebody that still uses magic but can also use the swords. In fact, that's about the only option. I could make her into a masterclass Gramarye or a Holy Knight or a Falco Knight. No, drop the Falco Knight. If I want to keep her magic, I can make her a Gramarye, a Holy Knight, or a Mortal Savant, and that's about the only three options that she's got. Think about it. I'll think about it. Certs, certification. Anybody ready to go on to the next one? No? Big ol' no-nos? Flying. Why are you only level 11? Ingrid joined last month and she was level 11. Oh, Raph can do a thing now. Okay, sure. Raph, I'm gonna have you go be, Oh, I haven't given you the punchies that you need to become a brawler. Oh, well. Ah, well. How are you doing on your way to Wyvern? You got the flying. You only need B and axes. Okay, cool. Intermediate seals? Yeah, so I need to buy... Wait, isn't that an intermediate seal? It is. All right, then screw it. Don't go buy one, do the tournament. Let that buy it for me. The hard part is getting that reason training in. I believe it. I know it's possible because I flipped Mercedes. Well, I was on the way to flipping Mercedes into armor by the time I got that first Paralog, that Sothis Paralog. Manuela admittedly joins a little bit later, but I'm pretty sure that she can do it. I don't remember what it takes for Mortal Savant Reason. I don't think it's a full A rank.
It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers, if you ask me.
Something you'd miss about that old man Tomas. Yes, there is. There absolutely is. He's a bad guy. So she's got an E+ in authority. I want to get her up to a D, I think. So continue training her manually until that crosses the threshold. Requirements are surprisingly low if you don't mind taking a risk. Yep, then that works. That would be an option that could be done. But I can also evaluate that stuff as I get the characters and be like, when is this gonna happen? Plus I'm thinking, and like I know I'm thinking beyond this playthrough again, but when I go over to the faculty run, I'm thinking that I will probably do some like heavy experience feeding onto Byleth. Like to the detriment of the rest of the students. I'm absolutely expecting to have to focus on like 3 or 4 units to feed them experience in order to get them to like a half decent level, at least in the very beginning, which is gonna suck for certain cases, but like I'd rather have a few units that are at a halfway decent level than a whole army that is just getting throttled by experience at all times. Besides, I'm probably going to be throwing out the whole Black Eagle's house anyway. So if I level feed Byleth as fast as possible, then she reaches the level where the other professors and like the other faculty will join her faster anyways. That's what I'm thinking when I get there.
Professor, do you have a second? It's about Monica. She was in prison for a long while.
Seems to recovered instantly.
She seems to have recovered almost instantly.
Now you mention it.
You see what I mean? And why is she so close to Edelgard anyway?
I know that. I was hoping that being in the Black Eagle's house would give me like actual interaction with the girl and maybe like treat her as a unit for a couple months just to, you know, get some idea, some semblance of normality with her, but no, she's just with Edelgard to become a bad guy.
The Battle of the Eagle.
Free for all.
Victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward.
I don't need no stinky rewards.
Along with Flame, but now the his already
Yeah,
is
so
apparently
Flame is missing. Oh wait, he came from Prem?
His already is apparently from House Hrym of the Empire. And
Adopted by another family.
Professor,
Okay.
what do you need some? Sorry, Professor, since I couldn't graduate.
Yeah, you're doing your thing. Okay, so another sword tournament? Man, I suck at swords. Ignatz has a C rank. Ingrid has a C rank. Claude's only got a D+, but he's probably the sturdiest overall. Ignatz is not going to get to use his wave attack if he goes in. Oh, and I can't change that way. Okay, so then what do I got? Claude's got a strength of 20, not bad. 13 speed, 10 defense. More defense and speed and strength than Ignatz, so why am I even having this discussion? So Ingrid's got more defense. Quite a bit more speed. 6 less strength. I think both are good options, and they're both level 13. But since Ingrid has more speed and more defense, I'm gonna go with her. and just hope that that lower strength doesn't hurt me too bad. Fingers crossed that the speed is gonna let me double enough, guys, that the lower strength, like, won't be a concern. Oh, Dimitri. Dimitri, no. I do more. Because I double him. Exactly as I wanted the plan to go, but still. He almost does enough to disregard that. Yeesh.
Over already?
That was only round 2. Come on. Why are you throwing lords at me? Edelgard's even worse. Yeah, I guess the way the damage comes out is a little more in my favor this time, but I still have to survive through 3 rounds. Because I did not have enough to kill her on that second shot. Oh, wait.
Seems I prevail.
Yay, good, okay. I gotta go first on the 3rd one, so that did work. Felix! Damn it! And that's only the semifinals, so who in the hell is gonna be the finals? Like, I have to use my HP restoration. And even after that, I don't think I'm gonna win this. Because he's getting his special battalion thing. He's in a... come on. He's in a tournament battle where there are no battalions anyways. Fuck off! Alright, well, I guess I'm just not getting this intermediate seal this month. I don't have good sword users. And I can't fight Felix. Am I ready to deer the deer? I am. I believe I am ready to deer the deer. Hello, Camille. How are you this morning? Welcome to the deer deering. And sword, Mithril.
Hello.
Umbral steel. Tomato. Annette, why did you travel to another realm with a tomato for sale? Do you really think people were going to be interested in that?
Okay.
Okay, well, I've got Lauren's out, but I don't think a single day would be enough to make much money on a Master Seal. So I'm gonna leave him out for like a week. See what I get back from that.
Hello.
Do a quick scan for items. Oh, hey, Dor.
Fishing. I tried it once.
Ooh, it's the fishing tournament.
The battle of the eagle and lion is coming up soon.
That's the spirit.
Very confident. Yeah, I know I can do this. I hope. I think I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can do this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm like 94% sure. Although nothing else on Maddening, I'm gonna take that back before I even finish the sentence. Most else on Maddening has been manageable.
Excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the Battle of the Eagle and
It
Lion?
would, which is why you're not gonna say that. I'm gonna deploy you. Don't we want to participate?
Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best.
You will do it. You will help. You are my highest level unit right now. You're like level 17 or 18. I actually understand exactly why, but like, Jesus, Marianne. Slow it down. Let the other people catch up. Lysithia's the only one who can keep up with you, and that's because you're both healers.
Going all the way to the Empire for a mock battle? This is serious business. And there's a reward to be had as well. I'd really like to win this thing. Everyone else seems to be raring to go too.
Marianne deserves hugs and move. hug and move. Stand over there now. You were in the way of the proceedings. You love not move. You mean afternoon? Still doing good. I played Super Metroid yesterday and beat bosses. Awesome. I'm glad you made progress.
Fishing tournament before, but the fish are a special. Have you had any, Professor?
I played Super Metroid years back, I used a guide for it because I was getting lost. And when all was said and done, I can't say I really loved it. I don't think super old Metroids are for me. It was a little bit too open-ended, a little bit not guided enough for my tastes. Had trouble figuring out where to go, what to do. And that's basically it, actually, yeah. I like some occasional signposting, and since I'm not much of a speedrunner or sequence breaker, that kind of stuff doesn't really appeal to me that much either.
Right. Wonder Field is in the Empire, right? I thought I heard that there's
No path. It goes straight from Monastery to the Empire. Okay, well, I can, are you, do you want to join me now?
Professor, hi. I have a request for you, if that's okay. So, I want to join your class. Please.
Invite.
Huh?
Get in here.
Really? Oh, thank you. I'm so happy right
Yay,
now.
cinnamon bun!
I just know I'll be able to learn all sorts of things with your guidance. I can't wait.
Yay, cinnamon bun! I'm not gonna put you in combat ever because I don't have plans to actually, like, level you in this run, but you will be protected. You will not die. Hey, joking. What's up? Why am I going this way? I gotta go south. Talk to the peoples down here. Hit up that fish tournament. Also, who has the questway up there? Maybe I should make the quest run first. I think I can get the quest down here. I think? I believe. Oh, hey, some chicken just lying out on a barrel. I wonder how long this has been here. This will make for some good eats.
Why are they having a fishing tournament now? Are they just giving up on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Nobody's giving up on it. We have a full 30 days. Also, Seth tends to overreact when it comes to Flame, all right? Just cut him a break. Dad's got to be brother's got to be very word. You heard nothing. Shh.
You're not condoning this, right? Are you? What? If you've got all this free time, shouldn't you be spending it on your students?
You think that, but my students are standing up here just looking down on and judging the fishing tournament anyway, so even if I asked, you know, I'm not sure you'd be really the most trainable right now. Also, half of them are down here too.
Let's see. Professor, given the events of the last
Are you
month,
good?
I do enjoy it. I believe it's...
Stick to fishing by myself? Aw, Gilbert, come on, join the people. Have some fun. You're such a sad old man. Harvest. No, only 3 flowers today. What if I plant a bunch of whites and a purple? Yeah. Use Caledonian soil, whatever that is.
Let's see. Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Elmira is, but it's still pretty
Elmira's bigger than this place? This country seems pretty big. You want to travel?
Travel? I don't know.
Never thought about it. Oh well, maybe you should think about it a little bit. What is Ghetto Daze? I don't know what that is. Ah. Are you trying for the Rhea support this run? Nah, I'm working on it this run. I got her up to B rank already. So now it's just a matter of, like, making sure that I train with her every single time and, throw a bunch of flowers at her whenever I get the chance. Probably gonna do it in the next run, too, just because I feel like a church run would be, like, involved with Rhea somehow. Just a gut feeling.
I'm not interested in glory or prizes. You're one of them, Professor.
Cool. Well, I look forward to beating you down on the field. With whoever is available to get the killing blow. I'm not going to pretend that it's going to be an easy fight. I'd always assumed Folan was like France size or Britain size, since you seem to be able to move armies to and from the monastery. I figured it would be a little bit bigger than that. Since, you know, like, the Adrestian Empire... Also, there are 3 full countries in this place, and those countries have, like, a bunch of different noble houses in them. And one of those countries is an empire, so I feel like it's gotta be bigger than just England.
Why would it go all the way to Gronder Field? It may be a tradition, but it takes forever.
See, it takes forever to get there.
It's exhausting. So pointless.
Lysithi's saying it takes a long time.
Guess there's nothing to be.
Ghetto Daze, Ash Ketchum's catchphrase in Japan. Ah, okay, I gotcha. Alright, let's do the fishy tourney. I don't need to talk to all the people, I know what they say, it's just various silly things about the fishy tourney.
Welcome to the Monastery fishing tournament. You're confused. Just catch whatever fish Flame requests. Show any fish you catch to Flame.
Alright.
I have a favor to ask.
I can do that. Are you ready to join?
Working hard, aren't you? I'll admit, I'm impressed. I can assist with any tasks or help with your students.
There you go. Okay. You get to come along too.
On it. I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission with the Knights.
And this is just so that I have you for supports. That's it. I'm not gonna work Shamir into the rotation this time either. I'd imagine it's as big as the Spain, France, Germany combo. See, that would make sense, yeah. Australia size would also make sense, and that's a pretty big country. Okay, tournament bait. I'll catch 5 fish with this, and then I'll move on to another bait. And this is just, I need foods. I need foods for the stomachs of my students. Camp Counselor Raph likes to pre-chew a lot of the food and then just like baby bird it into the other students' mouths. It's disgusting. He's worried about their nutrition. Imagine if Shamir was dressed up as a fish for the fishing tournament. I would rather not. That's a really silly picture. And I feel like she would die of humiliation. She's way too no nonsense and cool for that. She's said it before. She straight up has no loyalty to the church or the monastery. She's only here because she's getting paid. So she might just up and leave our lives forever if Seth tried to make her do that. It's like, no amount of money is worth this. No, I'm out. Then again, it is also a pretty easy job. If he gave her a ludicrous amount of cash, she might do it. She wouldn't make it herself, but she might do it. And then if anybody gave her any guff, she'd be like, I got 20,000 gold to stand here. What did you make today? That would admittedly shut a bunch of people up. And she's good enough to, you know, if anybody ever gives her guff about it in the future, she can just put an arrow in their throat. And that would be the end of that. Seems to be ecstatic to host the tournament. I don't know if ecstatic's the word I'd use for that. I'm here already. I figure I may as well catch a few fish for meal times. Just a few. If it wants to give me anything half decent. Thank you. I should probably take advantage the next time I see the lots of fish event, just because, like, not for professor level, but just because it will actually give me lots of fish, make it faster. Flane's the one who made the costume. Okay, if she made it, then it would be made with love and care, and probably have some silly parts to it that, you know, regular businessy person wouldn't put on, but it wouldn't be half-assed. And I don't have an end to that sentence. It would be nice. Potentially nice. Although she was kidnapped last month. When would she have the chance to do it? Because said it's doing this thing to try and cheer her up after getting kidnapped. Flane's still level 11 because she made the costume. Ah, that's fair, I guess. Is it fair? Might not be fair. What if she was sitting on a fish costume for a long time for just this occasion? I would question why she made it in the first place, honestly. Why do you have a fish costume, Flane? Why did you make it in the first place? Yes, I know it's awfully convenient right now, but why did it exist? For not this reason. What if we needed one set up? I don't think it works like that. I want an actual answer here, Flane. Probably lived a sheltered life, had to have hobbies of some kind. Sure, but like Bernadetta knows how to sew, and she makes plushies and embroideries. Why would Flane make a full body-sized fish costume for somebody of a larger body than herself? For what purpose does this have a place in this world? Flane, have I caught your fish yet?
Will you be taking part too? I cannot so... Oh, you caught one! Yes,
Cool.
Yes! Yay! This is it! This is the fish I have been pining for!
That yes, yes, yay was too cute. Yes, yes! Yay!
I am so pleased. I shall cook it up immediately.
Alright, you wanted a Tutus herring.
Thanks.
Cool, so that's done. Can I
guess that's it.
That was fun. Oh, I don't get to talk to all the people and get their rewards and stuff now, right?
But they haven't been biting.
Maybe they're frightened.
I didn't think of that.
Right? Nobody wants the...
I wasn't expecting...
Dang it! I missed out on all the crap they were gonna give me because I went straight to Flame. Oh well.
I am so pleased.
Cook it up immediately. I could potentially grab Alois too, but then that's another like bunch of supports that I have to try and worry about. And also he doesn't support with anybody that I have in the army that's not Shamir or Leone. Then again, I guess there was one run where I know he died because I killed him, and in the other run, he just completely disappeared from the face of the earth. So I didn't get an ending for him. Fine, I'll bring you along just so you can chat. Well, I mean, oh, actually, never mind. Recruiting is not an option for you yet.
Best created. I am
More
spending my
experience.
days- I am feeling that the way you are teaching would give me great
I didn't mean to hit recruit. I'm
Is it
sorry,
possible
Petra.
to be switching to your class? I would like to be requesting that of
I'm
you.
sorry, Petra, I cannot. I have already recruited you into both of the other houses. But I really want. I love Petra. No, I have to see what you're like as an enemy. The first time you died because it was my fault, and the second time you're in my house.
I have understanding. I was knowing that it was without possibility. I have sadness. But I will keep giving full devotion to my studies in my current class.
It's not without possibility. It's not. Because of factors outside of your control, I have decided that it should not be this time. I might do it again in the next run. We'll see.
Hey. The fishing tournament is over. I heard you did some fishing, and that Flane is happy.
Yep, that is a factual statement of the events. All right, we're done then.
All that's left now is to eat it. Should I smoke it? Stew it? Ugh, I'm drooling already.
I don't love fish that much, but I guess fresh caught fish in the medieval world would have been pretty damn nice to have.
Let's see.
Almost anybody can do it, but it's like it's fresh meat. You can cook it a bunch of different ways, and fish usually has a pretty distinct flavor to it. Alright. Gonna need some help.
You have time for a request.
So many bandits. Oh, because I went and did the other quest last time, I'm not gonna be able to roll that one into it. Shoot.
What? Hey!
Now I have to wait for other things to do to fit into that one, too. Although, wait, what is the reward for that? I might be able to skip that one. It's just some renown. It doesn't bring more merchants in.
Hello there. This one, yes?
And if it's not giving me other rewards, then I guess I will have time for it among all the paralogs.
This one,
Yeah,
yes?
so that might work.
Yes? I think. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye.
Oh God, why is poultry so expensive?
A pleasure doing. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you.
Gonna buy a goddess statuette, buy a floral adornment, tasty baked treat.
A pleasure doing business.
Hello there. This one, yes?
Fish and float, gemstones. Okay, buy the cheap gifts because they're still basically gonna do the job for me of gifting.
Young Monica disappeared.
Thought she'd simply run at home. Personality's completely changed because she's a different person. I mean, what? I'm not supposed to know that. Moving on.
Indeed, I received a rare letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying. My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Even though we don't have a place in the name for some reason.
I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day.
Why are the deers not in that? It's just named that for tradition, right? Because it's named after a big battle between Fargus and the Empire, but like... Golden Deer is here too, the Luster Alliance is here.
You know, the Empire used to control all of Folk.
I do.
But after the Civil War,
became the Kingdom,
there are three powers today,
the Alliance.
even now, among the nobles of the Empire.
There's some who dream of reunifying Fodlan. I know, I've done that once. It was terrible, a bloody ordeal. Actually, I've done that twice. The first time was nicer. Taking down a terrible despot. Second time was killing everybody who disagreed, and I didn't like that one.
When you feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face,
time for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Within the Empire, Fodlan's biggest river. You will have to cross one of the
largest bridges. Yes, yes. What else is around? Oh, Linhart.
I'm just
absolutely exhausted. It is what it is.
That's the truth.
The Lesser Alliance wasn't around at the time. Yeah, I know that, but still, you think they could change the name to include it.
He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent. He was a little scary, of course.
Hard for me to believe he was a bad person. Yeah, I still don't know about the Death Knight either.
Ever since the tournament,
kitchen is completely overtaken with fish.
The cooks cannot keep up.
We will eat it. We will eat. Don't worry. Flane will eat it all.
Monica, was it?
Return safe and sound.
I need a favor.
Practice battle maneuvers. Oh, so now I have another quest. Okay.
After all, the ladies love nothing more than a win.
I'm sure they do.
I knew you'd understand, Professor.
Why are you looking mad at me? I agreed with you. Get out of my face, Sylvain. Excuse me on the throat. Items? Are there any items around? I don't see items. All right, so that's most of the people's talking to has been done. Go run up to the church real quick.
Really?
Why is Tomas the only Slytherin nobody suspected of being evil? Not nobody. In this very month, well, in the last month, somebody accused Tomas because he was very interested in Flane. And will you open the door? And this month, there's another person who's saying, like, I've got my eye on Tomas. I already talked to them once. They were one of the first people that I chatted with. I don't remember who it was, but there's definitely some hints pointing that way. Didn't Hilda? I think it might be Hilda, actually, yeah. Note is from Shamir. It's been a turbulent year. Yeah, it has. That's not really asking for advice or a question of any kind. You're just like writing a comment in the box that's supposed to be for people's morale, but some years are like that. Another statement of fact? No.
Professor.
So before I do the choir thing, I should do the supports that are available.
Oh, hi. Well, I don't know.
Or I could just throw somebody who doesn't currently have a support into it. That might work too.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought.
What were you thinking about?
The Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yonitsa?
It might be. I don't know. I've still never had it confirmed or denied. The first one, when I had the chance to see it, you died, so I couldn't see your Paralog. And then the next one, I couldn't do it because of my chosen allegiance.
I have a favor to ask.
Excuse me.
Huh?
And this time I don't have space for you in the army, so I'm absolutely not going to do it here. Oh, shit. I'm not going to be able to do it in the next run either, then, am I? Because if I want to do a faculty run... A faculty run on no new game plus maddening, then that's going to make it even harder to try and squeeze Mercedes Paralog in. Well, shit. I guess that actually kind of means that it would be a better idea to try and do that one in this run. It's still gonna hurt, but I'll have an army that is otherwise more capable of doing it. Am I making sense, or am I like speaking in half sentences? Because I haven't done Mercedes' Paralog. I know it has to do with the Death Knight. Somebody spoiled me on that in the last run. Couldn't do it in Blue Lions because she died as a student. Well, she retired as a student. Couldn't do it in Black Eagles because that Paralog is not available when you choose Edelgard. I wasn't going to do it here so that there's a run where I'm not using Mercedes and do it in the next run, but if I'm doing it in the next run and my next run is going to be a no new game plus faculty run, A, I'm not going to be using Mercedes because she's not faculty, and B, my whole army is going to be way less level than I am in this run because it's no new game plus. So taking her along for a Paralog is going to be an even harder sell than it would be in this run. So I might be able to squeeze it into this run. Even though it will involve having Mercedes with me for a third time. And then the last run, I won't recruit her. Might not be able to what? Side effect. You have to finish your sentences like that because you're watching on a delay. And by the time you respond to a sentence, I'm like 4 sentences past it.
Right.
Hello there. After the battle of the... It's a three-way... You have to be...
Yep, need a prize. Excuse me. Do her Paralog due to prerequisites?
Hey!
You have to define that more, because this is a big thing that's, like, dealing with... I want to see that Paralog. I have to know when I can or cannot do it. I've been told you can do it in the church run. I've also been told you can do it in the deer run, and I don't know what you mean by prerequisites. There aren't any. Oh, right. You guys say that I have to have it with Caspar. I remember somebody told me that. Well, fuck. I definitely don't want to pull Caspar in, but if I do that, then that's like even harder because... Shit!
What?
Alright, well... My recruits this time have been rather low. My fucking throat. Great, and now I have the hiccups. Okay, so... My recruits this time have been rather low overall. I've pulled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. 2 of... Well, Flane is automatic, so that barely counts. 5 total. I'm explicitly not using Shamir or Ferdinand, so that's... Like, they're only here... Well, Ferdinand is literally only here because he's died in both the previous runs, and I just wanted to pull him away from Edelgard. So, that's like... The only person he can even support with is Hilda, so he's, like, not even fucking... Doesn't even kind of count. So really the only, and Annette is only here for supports with the Golden Deer as well. I'm not using her in any capacity. She's like barely going to be an adjutant. So the only people I've recruited so far for actual use, and I guess it doesn't really matter for use either, so I'm talking myself around in circles. I've only pulled in 1 Black Eagle, and I've only pulled in 2 Blue Lions. So pulling in 1 more of each actually puts me at about the same point I was in my Blue Lions run. And with that stuff in mind, that would make it, like, I still believe this run is going to be significantly easier to try and squeeze that Paralog in with units that I'm not using, because I have the benefit of all the statues. If I had to try and do this in the church run without the statues and still using 2 units that I don't plan on putting any time into, that's going to be way harder. So we're going to make a shift of plans. I'm going to try to, like, I know it's going to be 3 runs in a row where I have Mercedes in my army. But for the sake of my sanity and wanting to see this Paralog, I'm going to go pull... Well, I'm gonna work towards Mercedes and Caspar now and try to get them here. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. No, I don't want this particular picture. I also have to make notes out of that screen later, so... I've already pulled in... all of the people that I had jotted down here, so we'll cross out them.
I'm already having so much fun in my current class. Sorry to disappoint, but I'll have to decline.
So you want magic and bow. Since I'm running out of things to buy with Renown, I could probably buy back both of their B ranks and just not even kind of worry about their skills. Where was Caspar at? Where was the Caspar? Mercy brings people water bottles and Caspar's the towel boy. Yep, that I can give them those roles in this army.
I wasn't.
How about you?
Hey, Professor? Here to cause some trouble? No? Well, whatever then.
Dude, chill. He isn't interested. He didn't even respond. You want strength and brawling? Ah. Still no kitty petting. Okay, so, I should pick one of them to bring along as mission assistants, just that I guess I don't need that if I buy back their supports. So let me see what I've got available over here. I've got 4,400 points. If I wanted to buy back some skill levels for, say, Ingrid on Authority, which I do want to do. I wanted to buy her back quite a bit, but that's going to use most of my stuff. Whereas if I go over to support levels... So it only costs 400 apiece here, so I could buy back their B ranks for only 1,600. And they're the last people that I want to recruit. And it means I don't have to really worry about them at all. Yes, female Byleth does have a strength and training. I'm more thinking, like, do I want to put the time into those stats with no intention to use them or not? Since I'm planning on being a holy knight this time. So, mounted, where you can't use the brawling. I could try to work towards, like, if I really want to be stingy with the renown, I could try to work towards the C rank with both of them, since I don't think it takes very long. I could probably just gift them some flowers or something, invite them to one of the meal times, and then buy back B. And that halves the cost, so I'm gonna go with that plan instead. So now I need to find a way to include Mercy and or Caspar into things. Hey, Sadith.
I hear that you participated in the fishing tournament.
I also, like, Sadith is also a given, so he doesn't really count towards the recruit total, but I do want to use him. And you can teach me about the Authoritas.
The situation last month was dire.
It's weird to me that Rhea doesn't teach you authority. I would have thought she would have.
So that you may focus on this month's assignment.
Yep, I can do it.
A most reassuring response. I look forward to
seeing your skills on display, blah, 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 blah. You can teach me the faiths, the swords, the reasons. Right, I wanted access to some fire magic. Teach me the reasons, just for a little bit. A lot of people could teach me the reasons, though, and I don't need it right now. Teach me the swords. Also, I have gifts for you. Take my gifts. I have got a statuette.
Oh, I adore this.
I don't have another coin for you, but, you know, take a fishing float?
I appreciate this.
Has that crossed over yet? No, still not? Man, she has a lot of support points needed. Then again, she also doesn't come out for battles or anything like that, so this is the only way you can possibly raise her affection, is just by giving her stuff and training with her. Yeah, I've tried all these flowers. She just doesn't... Well, it's not that she doesn't like them, but it's not the awesome, like, 2-point support level that I was hoping for. Okay, well, fine. We'll call that done for now. High maintenance Pope. She's also fine if you just leave her in a corner and don't do anything with her. It's like if you want to get in her good graces, she's high maintenance.
Our preparations for the recent I've been committed.
Mission to investigate, you'll be on your guard. Okay. I'm more worried about you than me.
I won't go dying on you.
You can teach me ride, authority, but so can Sedith, and at this point, since I want to use him, I think that's a better option.
I don't know. If only it weren't for Seteth's
maybe you can convince him.
Have you ever tried convincing Seteth of anything?
Yeah, he's fun.
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? But my
Punu was the Death Knight, gonna make him pay.
I'm going to make him
He hurt you this time, next time he may kill you.
I'm not going to let him get the better of me again.
I'll help you next time. In the next run. I can't this time, I've already made commitments. Anybody? Anybody? No? The room is empty? Oh, okay.
Really?
So where is the stuff and things? Stuff and things? Lysithia? No, your item is not here? Okay. So now I gotta go find... Well, here, I'll do the cathedral thing. Then I can go down the list of lost items, try giving them to Mercedes and Caspar. And actually, since I don't have anything else I necessarily need to do this month and train up with people, let's just throw Mercedes and Caspar at it so that both of them get training with me. I already have the B rank joking.
I hope this song reaches the goddess's ears.
Yeah! I'll sing so loud that my voice is gonna reach the sky!
For different reasons, but they're both aiming after the same goal there. It's good to see. All right, Mercy, are any of these objects yours? Any of them? I have a pretty good list going. Any of them. Any of them. Any of these belong to you. Please. No? None of them? Not a one? Oh. Whew, boy, okay. That was a whole lot of... Not a lot. Oh, I have to give something to Alois down at the fishing hole. That's what it was. I was really wondering why there was a quest marker down there. Okay, so I give to you the heartfelt love letter.
I appreciate that.
He's just stunned, wordless for a full 5 seconds. I don't know what to do about this. Quick, think of something to say, anything. I appreciate this. Just like doesn't even wait for you to turn around. He just sort of drops it in the water. Turns away from you.
I wasn't expecting.
Okay, any of these yours?
What's that? What's that? Yeah.
Oh,
What's
good.
That? What's 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 that?
She said as she repeats the name of our Lord. Did you? Dee-do?
What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that?
She knows who to actually pray to. She is part of that house.
What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that?
God damn it. All right. Nope, I don't have a support with either of them yet. Arrgh. Okay, I'm almost done with the stuff here. I think my students have pretty good motivation right now, so I don't need to worry so much about force-feeding them all. Plus, supports among the students that I already have in battle is going to come pretty naturally. What I can do is try and build supports for all of the extra, like, the faculty people who aren't going to get used. Cats mew. Cats do mew. Harvest festivals today. Effects are enhanced when dining with a person who loves vegetables. Oh, actually, I guess I do have a handful of people. I have Lauren's. And that's it. I have Lauren's, and that's the only person that needs motivation out of this. Okay, well, let's see the supports that are available so that we clear those out of the way. Oh, it's the Foppish 2. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. I hate these. So that's done. Camp Counselor Raph and Ignatz. B rank.
Hey, Ignatz?
I remember the first one being weird, where Ignatz, yeah, just kept trying to ignore him or find a way away from him.
Hey, Ignatz is here.
And now he's just not even responding. What's wrong with you, boy?
Hey! Ah! Hey, you've been acting weird lately. Are you sick or something?
Raphael, no, I'm fine.
So what's going on with you? Are you worried about something? Want to talk about it?
I don't know about worried. It's just...
Oh, right.
Your
The parents thing that he's already said doesn't matter. Come on, boy.
Hey, now.
Ah! What is it?
I thought I told you to drop it. Just forget
Exactly.
about it. I can't just forget about it. You lost your parents. And when you were in need, my family did nothing to help you.
Well, what were they supposed to do about it? It's not like they killed my parents. And besides, that's our folks you're talking about. That's got nothing to do with us, right?
I still can't help but feel responsible. Like I owe you somehow.
Look, if you want to do something, just be my pal like you used to.
We can eat tasty meals together, play games, make jokes, and laugh until our bellies hurt.
Are you sure that's what you want?
He's saying it!
Of course it is! We were friends before, and there's no reason we can't be friends now.
Raphael, Thank you. And I'm sorry about before.
Why does he have to say it 2 or 3 times? This is exactly what he said before. Just like, drop it, dude. It doesn't matter. Okay, Ignatz Lysithea.
Oh, hey, it's you. Going for a walk again today?
I want a Raphael. Raphael has sage wisdom for the whole house. He should be the professor, not me.
No, I'm on cooking duty today, and I have to head into town for some groceries.
All on your own? I'd better go with you. I'd be worried if you went by yourself.
No, please, I can manage on my own.
But won't you have a hard time carrying everything back?
Not at all. I'll be fine. I'm just replacing a few ingredients. Also, I may not look it, but I'm actually quite strong. I've been exercising every day.
You can hit things hard, but that's because of the battalion that I give you. I don't know if I'd call you strong.
You're right. You don't look it. Your biceps are a fraction of the size of Raphael's.
Alright, Lysithea, that's not really a fair comparison. That dude has biceps that are the size of most people's waist.
If you start fumbling around under the weight of all the groceries, and then you trip and spill everything everywhere, look, I'm just saying that could be your future. It could happen. It doesn't look pretty.
That's what you think of me, huh?
Yep. You're honestly a bit of a mess.
Okay, Lysithea, rude.
I see.
Rude.
If that's how you feel.
Oh, knock it off with the wounded puppy dog eyes. As though I'm some sort of villain in your story.
You showed up and just insulted him for like 30 seconds straight. Yeah!
I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention.
Also, Ignatz has some real good puppy dog eyes, let's be honest.
I'm just a bit sensitive, that's all. You're talking like you don't respect me.
I see. So now it's my fault?
Kinda! He was having a good day!
No matter how grown you seem to think you are, there's so much you're incapable of. You can play at being a mature adult, but it only ever complicates things. And that's exactly what makes you look like a child.
Oh, enough already! Would you just leave me alone?
Maybe I went a bit far that time.
You were a bit far about, I don't know, a whole conversation ago?
But he's so stubborn despite his ineptitude. I can't just leave it be. He's so foolish, constantly making a mess of things. Wait, but then...
No matter how much we stretch, some things are always beyond us. I think it's fine to be vulnerable and ask for help sometimes.
What he said to me before, to everyone else, do I seem just like Ignatz?
There you go. There you go. He's trying to fucking do something because you influenced him in a bad way. Bad, Lysithea. Bad. Leave Ignatz alone. Now go get a stern talking to by Cyril. He's got the commoner knowledge. Not the commoner jutsus, but good knowledge. How did you learn to smoke? Who's the chef who taught you to put in that much salt? It couldn't have been Dedu or Raph. No. Or are you just talking about yourself, Lysithea? Yeah, I think she had a mirror moment there.
Hey, Cyril! Cyril? What is he staring at? I see. Hey, what are you looking at there? Anything interesting? Let me have a look.
I'm staring at this table. I have been for an hour. I need to figure out how to fix it. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, but there will be. There will be tomorrow.
3 apples, 2 bags of ointment, 1 piece of graphite. Intriguing. Some sort of code, perhaps?
Nah, I was just asked to go out and buy the stuff on this list.
Oh, that's all? Sorry for interrupting in that case. This is kind of a one-person job, so I won't bother you by offering aid.
Well, you actually helped a lot just now, reading that list for me like you did.
Oh, he's illiterate.
I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't tell anybody, because I've been trying to keep it a secret, but I don't know how to read, so I wasn't sure what to do with the list.
Oh, that makes sense, and that's kind of sad. I mean, he's clearly making a good, capable life for himself anyways, but still, anybody that's illiterate is like, that's a real shame. We should teach you, boy.
Is that so? But why do you keep it a secret?
I'd hate it if people figured I wasn't up to a job just because I couldn't read.
You're always welcome to call on me for help. I'd be happy to.
Thanks, I will.
I really mean that. Anything you need.
Okay.
This is getting a little weird.
Good. Now, you better go get those supplies before it gets dark.
Anything, Cyril. Anything. I'm gonna go now. You're invading my personal space.
Do you remember everything on the list? Need me to read it one more time for you?
That would be pretty helpful, actually.
All right, listen up. I'm not gonna do this a third time.
Lysithia's not a good liar, is she? She knew I was in trouble right away. Hang on. Did she just want to act like a big sister again?
Probably.
But she looked real happy when she was helping me. And I think I'd like to see that smile again sometime.
And that's why his notes in the trouble box are doodles? I have... what? Okay, joking mask. I didn't even know he was capable of putting in notes because I'm halfway through my third run and I've never seen something from Cyril in there. Like, ever. I've seen multiple inputs from Rhea. I've never seen Cyril put something in the trouble box. So I just haven't seen that hint. You definitely did see a Cyril one on stream. I don't believe you. I would have remembered a picture. Everything else is just text. Okay, I'm kind of running around. Still supports. So Cyril and Hilda, all right?
Ah, Cyril. Cleaning again,
It's still text, but it describes what the picture is. Oh, okay. I was expecting you would actually like put in an image or something. So then yeah, that just that probably flew right over my head at the time.
Hilda, you're in the way. Move it.
I'm supposed to refill the horse's water troughs, but I can't find the
You're just here to pawn off more work on him.
I was told that they'd be in the usual place. What's the usual place?
Maybe you'd know where that is if you did your job sometime.
You know, Cyril, I don't want to interrupt you while you're cleaning, but...
No, say no.
Come on, the buckets are over near the wall, where they always are, because I put them there.
Okay. Thanks for your help. You're pretty strong. I bet you're tired, though. Come on, let's rest a bit.
Okay, just for a minute, though. I got more work to do.
Well, this was a good rest. Back to work.
I'm not a fan of awkward silences. Anything interesting happen lately?
Figured you were the one with something to say. Quiet don't bother me.
I need an interesting topic for this letter I'm writing to my brother. I'm stumped.
Your brother write to you a lot?
Constantly. Yeah, he must be bored. He's always going on about how worried he is for me. What's worse, if I take too long to reply, he gets more worried and writes more about it.
Write about your life, maybe. You know, stuff like, I got real lazy again today.
Just write down a journal entry and then put his name at the top of it. Right? It's filler.
Or maybe, can you believe I still don't know where they put the water buckets?
You're mean. Do you really think that little
I think most people do, Hilda. You're really only good at chopping things and you try to get out of that as much as possible. I guess you're also good at making cute and pretty things. But in a medieval, you know, church castle, there's not a lot of people that are after that most of the time.
You're a lazy gal who gets people to do her work for her. I never knew anybody like that in Elmira.
Oh, really? So Lady Rhea isn't the only difference between Fodlan and Elmira after all?
I don't like comparing Lady Rhea with you, but I figure you're right. You know what's real weird? Nobody seems to mind picking up your slack. Even me.
You do mind! You just called it out!
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing worth repeating. Anyway, I gotta get back to work.
Oh, I have to write that down. That's a good response. I mean, it's a good response to read. It's kind of a jerk thing to say, which is the problem with a lot of good responses that you see in fiction or like good writing, is that they're all a really clever, like sharp-witted way to give a barb. It's still an asshole thing to say to people that you interact with and want to maintain a relationship with. But that, it's not nothing. It's not saying, like, I didn't say anything, because they obviously know you said something. It's like, yeah, I said something. I'm just not going to tell you again. Bye.
He's such a diligent boy. I don't think I've ever seen someone from Fodlan work that hard. Oh, hang on. I never got an idea from him about what to write in my letter. Ugh. I guess there's nothing for it. Maybe I can just write about Cyril.
Whew. Not about the support. I just took a gulp of coffee and I felt like a really big, warm burn in my gut. It's not, I didn't put any spirits in it. It was just a good temperature, like warmth. Very tasty. Okay. Hilda and Ferdinand. I think I've seen this one too in the last run.
Wow,
yeah.
I am thirsty. I could really go for something to drink.
I mean, I'll watch it again just so we can get a refresher on this, but it's basically Hilda just taking advantage of Ferdinand. I think he starts to catch on in this one.
Hilda, there you are.
Hey, Ferdinand. Thanks for your help earlier.
Why are you dressed up like a knight?
I do not desire your gratitude. I have a bone to pick with you. At the library, you pawned your job off on me.
Actually, I never asked you to do the whole thing. You started teaching me how and got carried away.
I'll explain that in a minute, Camille, once this is over.
Meanwhile, I was just awestruck by your cleverness and generosity.
Ah, well. Hey, wait a moment. Your charms won't work this time. You were just using
You are a tool. And, you know, a tool is meant to be used, so...
Oh, that hurts my feelings. I really was awestruck. If I had to arrange all the library supplies on my own, I'd have been there past nightfall.
With a steady pace, you would have finished by twilight at the latest.
Oh,
I love Ferdinand's bad poker face.
I'm not competent enough, honestly. I don't even know how to make a cup of tea.
You're quite a defeatist, Hilda. Hold a moment. Did you just say you cannot make tea?
That's right. I can't touch things that get hot. I'm always scared of getting burned.
Work in a kitchen for a couple years. Or just work in a kitchen at home. I don't have the toughest of hands, but you absolutely can get over, like, what feels like a burn with, like, quick touches. And then you can work in a kitchen and be fine. And you'll actually know when something is truly, truly hot. Because you can just sort of get a feel for it.
Trust me, it is not difficult. You just need to be cautious as you are pouring. I can teach you.
Really? Great! Please teach me, Ferdinand.
This is a crucial skill for nobles, Hilda. If nothing else, you must learn the art of tea brewing.
Is it that crucial, really?
Look here. You bring the water to a boil, and you put the leaves in here.
I think I've heard that some teas actually aren't good to boil. Because it's too hot and the tea burns. Which is an odd concept to me, but...
Alright, that should be enough time steeping. Now we can drain the water, pour the tea, and enjoy.
That took longer than I expected. Well, thanks. Bottoms up.
You may have to steep it for more time or less, depending on the leaves. From now on, you can...
That really hit the spot. Thanks. I'm a slow learner, so I hope you'll teach me again sometime.
Also, for saying you were scared of things that were hot, you did just down an entire cup in less time than it took Ferdinand to say a sentence. A freshly made, steaming hot cup of tea. What?
She fooled me again. That was the last time. I swear it.
I look forward to seeing you get fooled again and again. There are 2 supports left. Look at this tea. Tea, at the end of the day, just hot flavored water. It's not that weird that some flavors aren't bad with hot temperatures. Aren't good with hot temperatures. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, tea really is just hot flavored water. Like, I've always felt, personally, that tea is way better for smelling. Like, teas give a wonderful scent, but if you're actually just tasting it, most of them just kind of taste like water to me. Some of the really strong ones you can get a flavor, and they will usually leave, like, they'll either give you an initial, like, as soon as it touches your tongue, a flavor that goes away, or an aftertaste. But it's not like you're sipping something that actually has a flavor to it. It's just hot water that smells good. Ferdinand becoming a Saturday morning villain. Curses. Fooled again. He can do it with the hair. Anyways, Camille, so give a barb. That's not really an English saying. I'm just, I throw together words to try to convey a meaning because I'm not very eloquent with them. A barb in English, like, you're familiar with, like, a fish hook, right? A fish hook, like, it has the hooky bit, and then it has a little, some of them have an extra, like, a barb on them, a little spike that makes it really hard for the hook to come back out. Like, in English, you can say, like, a barb can also mean, like, an insult or, like, a really specifically, like, a cleverly worded thing that is meant to get under somebody's skin. It's definitely a negative thing, but it's not so blunt as just, like, saying you're an idiot to their face. That's my understanding of what it is. So, Cyril absolutely gave a pretty good barb with that comment of, like, nothing worth repeating. It's a confirmation. Yeah, I was saying something about you. I'm just not going to tell you what it was. Like barbed wire? That's one way to put it, I guess, but it's not quite the same. That's kind of the point of tea time, and that's why Lawrence didn't appreciate the suggestion of baby breath flowers last time at the suggestion box. Oh, the scent? Okay. Coffee's just bean soup. It's not bean soup. It is, coffee really is just like bean tea, really, because you're running water through the beans the same way that, like, you have the water sit in tea, you have the tea leaf sit in water. So it's bean tea. Anyways, I'm getting some serious stomach grumbles. I gotta do this first week of stuff, and then I might have to go, like, get a piece of toast or something. Okay, so that's all that stuff. The only person who needs support, or who needs a recharge right now is Lawrence. Lawrence can support with Claude. I've actually been putting a lot of time into Lawrence, so he's already basically as far as he's gonna get on a bunch of his support chains. Since I will have access to Mercedes, though, and I do need to get some support with her, I'll grab her. There we go. What about tasty sausages? Tasty sausages are not... Wait, what about tasty sausages?
I did not expect much from the duck.
This is my absolute favorite.
I could go for some breakfast wieners. Oh, yes, if you're talking about breakfast, yes. God, yes. Give me some tasty sausages. Okay, good. So I've got the C rank with Mercedes now. Caspar. Who can Caspar even support with on my current team? I could throw him with Raph. Might just talk about fighting a lot. Oh, I could throw him with Hilda. I could throw him with Shamir. But that's a lot, and Shamir's already going to be a hot commodity in this army, so I don't think I have the time for that. Yeah, I gotta put Shamir through the ringer with Claude, Raph, Ignatz, and then Cyril is, like, the next in line after that. So I'm not gonna go for that. Screw it. Maybe he'll get something out of Camp Counselor Raph. Dude could use some guiding words from time to time. Caspar. Caspar, where are you? Caspar, there.
This is...
You're eating...
Don't tell me I'm eating too slow. Get off my back. And Caspar. Okay, wonderful. I guessed it wouldn't take long, and I was right. I've already got both of their C supports, so I can buy back their Bs once this cathedral segment is over. And then at that point, they should just come to me. Seen this in previous runs, not interested in actually viewing them this time. I just need to get you for a Paralog. Run, 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 run.
Professor.
No! Alright, well, I guess that means I can probably just go look at it now, right? Yeah, I had to trigger that thing first. Okay, so back to the personal quarters. I'll just buy them now since I'm fast traveling around. Support levels. Mercedes, B rank. Yes, good. Caspar, B rank. Yes, good. And now I don't have to ever worry about putting them through the cathedral or the meal times ever again. Unless I want to just build up support for, like, curiosity. Who can Cyril work with currently? I've got B rank with Lysithea, Hilda, C with Claude and Ignatz. Shamir is a lesser concern. I could throw him with Sedith. But Sedith and Shamir, like, I'm gonna get these supports again in the church run, so they're less pressing to me. Mercedes has already eaten. Ash, Petra aren't gonna come with me. I'll throw him at Ignatz again then. Well, assuming Ignatz doesn't have somebody else he wants. Yeah, let's ignore Cyril for a second. Who can Shamir eat with? Because that's really going to be a bigger concern. Yeah, I'll do that with Claude. Since I've already seen this support, but I'm having trouble re-triggering it. It's not anywhere near as easy as it was the first time. My god, I've unlocked Shamir as well. Okay, so we'll do this thing real quick. We saw this one last time, and then I just undid it because I was a stupid, so that one's already on stream. So Shamir's been taken. Can Flane work with any... Oh, Flane can also work with Camp Counselor Raph. Oh, god. And that's the only one of which I really care. Oh, wait, Flane and Claude. Flane and Claude. That's the one that I can't... Well, I'm just not going to see every support by the time I'm done all these runs. That's the way this is going to go. There's too many combos. So I think Raph's already eaten, and so is Claude. Yeah. So who's a backup for Flane? I could throw Flane at Sedith. I do want to see that support this time. Probably gonna reclass Flane into a Pegasus Knight too. I'm not gonna use her, but that gives her more options for agitanting on people. Okay, so we got that rank, and I know what this one is. But it's been 2 playthroughs since I've seen it, so sure, we'll watch it.
Flame, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
You worry too much, brother.
I think a kidnapping is good cause for concern. I was so worried about you, I nearly fainted.
Had that not happened, I would have never been allowed to join the professor's class. Even from something so dire, some good did come of it.
Also, getting every single support, I think, would involve basically recruiting everybody in every run, just so that you can get, like, you can plan out as much as possible, whereas that's just not the way I'm playing the game. So, another, like, I've got some supports with the house leaders that I just missed when I played that house.
That is a dangerous attitude. This world is full of peril. You must be more vigilant. Please understand, I allowed you to enroll here only because I thought it best for your safety.
I am very much aware of that. You wanted to speak to me of
I
something?
do like the sass here, because it's very much like a teenage girl that's just like, Dad, leave me alone and let me live my life.
Yes, my dear little sister. You are kind beyond all measure, and you are the very picture of innocence. But precisely because of these very fine qualities, I worry about your interactions with the others here. This year's students are particularly eccentric. As your brother, it is my duty to help you with any concerns you may have.
I do appreciate the offer, but all the students and professors have treated me exceptionally well.
Even so, there must be at least some worry. Please, you need not conceal anything from me.
You worry far too much. There is truly nothing to share, and nothing for you to fret over.
It's
Are
all
you
good.
Absolutely sure?
It's fine.
The idea of you suffering in silence is unbearable.
Yes,
to
it's
me.
fine.
Enough! I made it clear that nothing is wrong. I stand by my word. Well, there is one concern that comes to mind.
Uh-oh. What did I do?
What is it? Tell me. I will help however I
I hit a
can.
button and it killed my screen. What did I do? Oh god. Am I here? Okay. I don't know what just happened. I set my iPad on top of my laptop and I think it hit one of the keys.
There is a certain somebody who seems determined to get in the way of my friendships with my classmates.
What? That's horrible. Fear not. I will handle this scoundrel for you. Just tell me his name.
Well, he's tall. He's got green hair. He's got this weird little golden circlet thing he wears on his head all the time. I don't know what that's all about. He's got a stupid little green goatee.
It is you, brother. Now then, I must be on my way.
What was Flame getting at just now? Let's see, I was speaking to her. I asked her to share her concerns, and was there something else? No matter. Fear not, Flame. Your brother will protect you from all harm.
That's the best part, is that he just blocks it out. That part of the conversation just didn't happen. It's erased from his memory. Ironically, now I'm having trouble getting A supports with Byleth. Really? I have never had any problems getting A supports with Byleth. Maybe because my primary method of doing supports is stuffing everybody's faces full, so look at how many A supports I already have queued up. I'm only on chapter 7. Like, there's plenty of time for Byleth because she's involved in every mealtime ever. We don't deserve Sedith. I absolutely like Hilda's surprised face more than Sedith's, just because Hilda actually looks like that goddamn Pikachu. I swear to God she does. Okay, so what else we got? What else we got? Ingrid is new. Raph and Claude have already gone. Annette, I've already seen that support, and I could have her with Sedith too. I might drop the Sedith Flame run for this. It kills me, but... Or I might just give Flame to Sedith every time and try to build their supports that way through being an adjutant. Because I don't think I'm gonna see Ingrid and Sedith again. Unless I pull Ingrid in the church route, which I might do because I want to marry that girl. But really, I should, like, pick like an order of priorities or focus on some people. Anyways, Sedith's already eaten, Mercedes has already eaten. Raph and Claude have already eaten. I don't think Ignatz has, so let's throw her at him.
I appreciate...
That's the thing, too, is that, like, a lot of these supports end up just sort of spilling over because the one that I was working on got taken by somebody else who has less options. Who can currently eat? Hilda, Marianne, Leonie. Who can Leonie work with? Hilda's already maxed. I could throw her in with Marianne, but I think that will probably come naturally with time, so I don't want to waste food on it. Has Lysithia eaten? She has not. Okay, so Lysithea... Oh, but that's the same deal. Lysithea Leonie's just gonna happen naturally, so... Seteth's already gone. I could throw her with Alois. Sure, throw her with Alois. I'm undecided on Alois yet, whether or not I'm gonna recruit him. I might, just for the sake of seeing what happens to post-time skip in this one, but...
I'm grateful
He was part of the original plan, but then he just kind of got shunted off because I ended up with too many usable units. And then who else? Hilda can... Mercedes is gone, Casper's gone, Cyril... I don't think Cyril's gone. And I don't think Ferdinand's gone, and I want to see that Ferdinand one. Oh, but no, Ferdinand is going to happen anyways because he's just going to go with Hilda as an adjutant at all times. Oh, but I have so many adjutants. If I can get rid of Ferdinand early, that opens it up for other people later. Yes, yes.
Yummy.
As a noble.
Okay. Never mind that. I was looking at other stuff. I think that's everything I needed here. Yeah. All right, instructions. Here we go. Instruct manualies. Loney. Loney. Keep going. You're so close. You're so close to getting that extra move. Ingrid needs some authority training so I can buy back these. Good.
Ah, no big deal. That was challenging.
Excellent. Okay, you got to D rank. Now I can buy you back some more.
It all makes sense.
And you also have Rally Magic for reasons unknown, but that will probably be of good use here for both Marianne, myself, and Leonie. And if you have all that crazy movement, then you can put it to use. Hey, kitty. Since I'm here, sure, a little bit of axe training.
That was challenging.
Who's next? All the people that I have are kind of like on the route to where they need to go anyways. For Fortress Knight, you need a B in heavy armor and a B in axes. And then for Great Knight, you need a B plus in axes, A in heavy armor, B plus in riding. So you need heavy armor and ridings. Your riding is at C. Your heavy armor is at C plus. I don't remember what you get for A plus in heavy armor, but that would be pretty cool. But the extra move on an armor knight would also be pretty cool. So I'll just push you on riding today. Well, a little bit in armor. So you're set. Raph. Raph doesn't matter at this point in time. Shamir doesn't matter. Flame doesn't matter. Cyril, how are you looking right now? To get to Wyvern Rider, you're going to need a B in axes. You're at C+, you're going to get there just fine. You're set to be Wyvern Rider already, so you're good for today. Although your authority could use some work. Authority on almost everybody is not a bad option if I can't think of anything else to spend it on. Most of my units are already at C. If I can get Hilda to C, that would be another big boon. You need a B in both. You've got a C plus in axes and a C plus in heavy armor. So you're making it there on both of those too. You're also, what, level 14? You have mastered your armor class as well, so... Your axes are going to get there. I'm not worried about those. Give you a bit of authority work, a little bit of heavy armor stuff.
I think I got the hang of it.
3 left. Those guys don't matter. Lysithea and Marianne, I believe, are already, like, more than capable of becoming the warlock and the bishop that they need to be. I could give Marianne a bit of reason training just so that she has access to some nuke spells. Since she's, yeah, I keep checking this, but already well suited to becoming a Holy Knight. Let's get you to C rank here so you've got some more options.
Maybe I've grown.
Good.
It's starting to make sense.
And then some reason training.
I can't believe it. Oh.
I just want you to have, like, a good spell in case you need it. And with that in mind, I'm also going to change her goals for one... No, because before we get to battle... yeah, I'll change her goals just temporarily. Prancing and Praying is good, but we're going to swap you over to Reason and Riding for 1 week. So you can get that fire spell. Back to instructions, Claude is probably fine. Although he's at a lower level. This might be the first time I've had, like, my lord be among the lowest level in the army. Oh, he wasn't here for the last battle, that's part of it. Got a B rank in bows, C rank in flying. You're already set to become a... Well, no, you need some more axes if you want to get on that wyvern. But screw it. Screw it, I says. Let's give you some reason work, because I might have spent some time putting you through assassin. Or sorry, not reason, some sword work.
Let's do this again.
Claude would make a good assassin, I think. I got one more. Ignatz, Lysithea, or Cyril. Ignatz, Lysithea, or Cyril. Ignatz, Lysithea, or Cyril. Lysithea's pretty well set. But if she wants to get that S+ in reason, and I kind of do want to push her there, she's doing a lot more healing than attacking, so she's not having a chance to raise that as fast as I'd like. So yeah, I'll push up her reason a little. Oh wait, every time I come in here and think that, I'm like, nope. If she wants to get on a dark horse, I have to fucking push her on lances. She needs that C. Or does she? I think D+ might be good enough to run the risk. Since she doesn't hate riding, that might be easier to raise than this lance one. So we'll get her A+ here. She gets reason level 5. And then I'll push you on riding. Okay, all that's done. Group tasks, Ignatz and Leonie should be fine there. Instructions are done, goals. Swap this up. Go to swords and bows for a little while. Lauren's is fine. Raph doesn't matter. Ignatz. Put you on lances and riding. If I've got Claude going for assassin, you don't need to be there anymore. Swap out of lance, because I'm just going to run that gamble. We'll put you into reason and riding. Yes. Reason and riding as well, just so you can get that fire spell. That's good. Hilda makes sense. Leonie makes sense. Ferdinand don't matter. Annette, you do what you want. Yeah, keep up with that. Okay. Everybody happy.
I would like to ask you something.
Ferdinand, get out of here. You're following around the guy that I'm giving the attention to. It's not gonna work. The ladies have been giving me the cold shoulder of late. I believe it is because they're intimidated by my noble presence. How can I be more accessible? Sounds like it's their problem, not yours. No, I know we're not gonna say that. Talk about their interest. That'll ease the tension.
Ah, so that's how it is.
professor.
I've always admired Pegasus Knights for the versatility they bring to battle, but by studying flight as well as lance, I'm sure to be useful no matter the terrain. You're already a Pegasus Knight. You've already got, like, an A+ in both of those skills. I've got you on Axis in case I want to make you a Wyvern Rider. Right, I forgot to go talk to Shamir.
I'm honored.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you.
I thought we did a good job.
Yeah, you did. Good job, guys.
This is a
Saranaki, thank you for the host.
Why have you come to see me?
How are you this morning?
I think I've got the hang of it.
I think it's coming along.
Oh, you don't get fire, you get blizzard?
I will master this.
Ice magic.
I'm certain I've improved.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Ice magic. I've never had an ice spell before. Well, not in this game. I think I've had, like, a high-ranking ice spell or two in previous games, but that's, like, endgame type stuff. Basic ice magic. What do you know? So, might have 370 and 15. What does other people have for that? Fire. Where's fire? You don't have fire. Okay, Ignatz also knows Blizzard for reasons unknown, but okay. Fire has 390 and 0. 370 and 15. Okay, so it's got less hit, but it's got a native crit rating on it instead of fire. I gotcha, I gotcha. Fire is under class-specific magic for Lysithea. Alright, fair, my bad. Any who's-its. Golden Fish would let me do some buying of stuff. What am I looking at for battles here? Paralogs, yes. The mission needs level 13. I'm already above that, so I'm leery about grinding it all. Also, all of the paralogs suggest level 17, so I am in not such a rush to go and do those right now. So let's wait until maybe the next month for that type of stuff. Sound good? Yeah, that sounds good to me. I agree. Let's wait until the next month. Which means this month is just running around, wasting time. Cool, I can do that. I'm good at wasting time. New crit quote, let me sculpt you a statue. Ignatz making ice sculptures, maybe? Might be a bit of a stretch, but it's some justification, you're right. It's better than the roll of a dice. This guy gets ice magic. Classroom learning isn't enough to become a strong knight. There's got to be someone around here who can teach me how to get as strong as possible. Dimitri would be a good resource. Go talk to Dimitri. Okay. Shamir, you get put into choir practice with people. Who wants to choir? We're gonna throw you into choir with Cloud. 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 Cloud.
There's someone who's slightly off.
Is this necessary?
She does not want to do it. Does not want to do it. Okay, so that's that. Then we hop down to the greenhouse, pick up my flowers and such. Then I go up, talk to Rhea, get some training, give her some flowers. Harvest. Sunflower, I got 5 of them, 3 daffodils, 3 turnips for some reason. All right, that was a pretty good turn. Pretty good turnover. Four blue flower seeds and a pale blue flower seed. Cultivate, use some bone meal. I need to sell some stuff. All this gardening is starting to run me low. Like, run me completely out of cash. I should have some fish I can sell, right? A couple gold ones? Well, I have 1 golden fish. It's not great.
Return soon, please.
Welcome.
Do I still not have any more, bullions? I got one.
Thank you.
Dark seals are cheap. Rusted gauntlets, training gauntlets, blah, 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 blah. Rusted bow, steel axe, a bunch of stuff, but I'm actually making use of these this time. So, oh, wait. Yes, right.
This one?
The recruits come with a bullion.
Please come
I have
again.
9,000.
Pardon me.
So buy some of the cheap gifts.
Hello there.
Wait, no, they only restock once a month. Good. So that actually means kind of a good thing. It means I won't run myself completely out of cash.
Hey, you.
Rhea. Teach me reasons. Teach me reasons. Let me have the fire magics. Also, here, I have thingies for you. Did I try Lily of the Valley? I don't think I've tried sunflowers on her yet. Lily of the Valley has been tried. Pitcher Plant has. I have not tried daffodils or sunflowers on her.
I appreciate.
Nope, both sunflowers and daffodils are out. That's not legible anymore. I need a better pen than this. Okay. Take some more flowers anyways. I don't really have much of a need to build my own support with other people now. Still nothing, eh? Rhea, will you just love me already? God damn. Oh, okay. It's good. It's good. It's good. I've made it. Take some time. Now I don't have to worry about it anymore. I find it weird that Dark Seals sell for so little when they're so rare. I think the whole point of the Dark Seals is that they're not supposed to be looked at as a resource that you can, like, sell or send off to other people or, like, abuse in any way. There's only 3 of them, and they only have, like, there's only a rare few of them, and they only have one very specific use. And that's basically it. Okay, so I can cook. I should do cooking with somebody, anybody, doesn't matter who. I don't need it. I'm gonna call that I don't need it. Not gonna waste the time and the food this month. So, supports. Who can Shamir work with? I could get another one with Claude, and that's currently gonna be the top priority, I think, is Shamir and Claude. Because I'm never gonna find another way to see that one. So let's find something that Claude actually likes to eat. Shamir is of secondary concern. There we go. Okay. Oh, well, okay. I wonder what it was that was holding back the other support, because they had one more meal and now they're good to go again. Ingi can speak with Claude and Raph and Ignatz, so let's throw her at Ignatz again. Since I think Raphael has some other commitments, other priorities right now.
I appreciate.
But I want to see Ingrid get talked down to a little bit and be like, stop trying to overtake my art. This is my expression, my soul. Raph can work with, I got another one with Claude. That can happen basically anytime. Lysithia, Marn, Hilda, Loni, Ingrid. is already taken. Shamir is already taken. Flame, possibly? I don't know if Flame's gonna happen because that's a lot of support to try to push for when neither of them are ever gonna be actively on the field with each other. Like, the only way they'll ever get supports is in Monastery stuff, and it's gonna be a tight pull. I guess I could throw Raphael and Flame into one of those quest battles, because the levels are very low. The rest of my units are already, like, well above them, and then I could use that to try and build supports between them. Let's see it. Let's see Raphael and Flame. Let's see if we can push towards that. Don't let me forget it. I want to make that a priority.
When it comes to food,
There are not many foods I will refuse, but that does not mean I will eat just anything.
Well, too bad. You're gonna eat it. Eat those little red dumpling balls. Appreciate the food. Take the food, Flame. Who else? I do need to worry about who I actually have to get goals for, too, don't I? So Lawrence. Lawrence is pretty limited. I'm not going to throw him at Mercedes, since she's already in the team now. So throw him at Lysithea. That'll cover 2 of them at once. I am running low on food again. Ugh. I've only got so many air mid pikes here. And then it comes down to, like, vegetables. Oh, I should be planting less flowers. I don't need them for anything now. Back to the veggies. Marn, who can you work with? Raph is already taken here. You could eat with Hilda or Leonie. Let's throw you with Hilda. But that means that I still have to find Lorenz and Hilda something to go with. And that apparently is not meant to be. I can do this. Flowers are a good way to build up the motivation again without using food, I guess. But the food is as much for support building as it is for just raw motivation. Lysithea and Marn can do something together, so let's see if I can find one for them. Does not exist. Okay, then Leonie has one left that she can work with, and who can you support? Marianne and Lysithea. Okay, so you... Flower power doesn't matter in war, but eating your greens will always lead to victory. Yes, good call. Eat the flowers.
That looks delicious.
They will give you your strength. Just Lysithea left? I can skip her for a week. Alright. Claude and Shamir, round 2.
Impressive as ever. It's always satisfying to see such skill in motion.
It's nothing to boast about. Just part of the job.
Sure, but I hear there isn't a knight out there who can match your skill at reconnaissance and infiltration missions.
Don't forget assassination and coercion. Is there someone you need killed?
I'm way better at those things, too. Seriously, remember. It might be you.
Ooh, so violent. Why would you jump to that conclusion?
You went out of your way to find me. I thought you might need a favor.
Sorry to disappoint, but I didn't come to request an assassination. I just want to talk.
With me?
Of course. You've piqued my interest for a while
He
now.
does like poisons. You know, I believe that he might one day want to ask you about assassinations.
A little birdie told me you were born in Dagda. Is that true? That's pretty far away, beyond even Bridget to the west. So, what brought you to Fodlan?
I worked as a mercenary in Dagda. That is until I was defeated in battle against the Empire and left for dead.
I see. I'm surprised they didn't take you as their prisoner.
I know how to conceal myself.
Yeah, of course you do. Still, with your particular skill set, couldn't you make your way back to Dagda whenever you please?
That is true. I could return if I really wanted. But Rhea took me in, and I owe her a debt. I also don't hate it here.
Oh, I guess she does have some loyalty here.
For now, this is where I belong.
Where you belong, huh? That's heavy stuff. I wonder if this is where I really belong.
I wouldn't know. You need to figure that out yourself.
Giving him the life lessons. All right, good talk, good talk. What else? What else do I have? Who else can even eat? I've got Annette could, but I'm not after her supports. I've got Sedith has options. Okay. But most of his options have probably been taken already. Oh, Sedith and Hilda. Seldith and Loney. Sedith, not Seldith. Has Hilda eaten? She has. Okay. So is Loney. Sedith might just be sitting this one out. Sedith Cyril! Cyril? Squeeze in another one here, just because I can.
I've got food to eat and a place to sleep.
The flavor is nostalgic to me for some reason. I'd like some more.
He's really wholesome. Why is he so wholesome? Okay, I have two time slots with which to train. Let's go get some reason work from Handjob and maybe some authority work from dear old dad. Oh, yeah, dear old dad. Daddy, teach me about how to boss people around. Ugh. Well, first off, you don't call them daddy as you run into their room. Dad!
I don't know if you've heard.
Why did I ever teach you that word? No, I should have done one more reason training. Not yet. I want to buy back some of Ingrid's stuff. I forgot to do that. Also, I haven't asked Mercedes and Casper about actually joining, have I? I just said I'd run with it and wait for them to come to me. Skill levels. Ingy. We're gonna buy back you some Authoritas. Let's give you B rank, because I don't know if A rank necessarily has the good shit that you're gonna need. There you go. But now you have access to some, like, C rank battalions at least, and I think there are some good flying Bs. Let's just go ask Mercedes again. Yeah, you didn't ask this week. I'll go check. We'll see if they've upgraded themselves to is rather interested.
Oh, you want me to join your class? I'm already having so much fun in my current class.
I've already taken 2 of your favorite girls over to my side, though. Isn't interested. Did it seriously say isn't interested yet? Damn it. Magic and bow work.
Okay.
That's gonna be rough. My magic is naturally kind of low. Even though I'm putting myself down like a magic push this time, it's only at 13. Likewise, my bow skills are pretty low because I just haven't bought any of them back. I could. I should probably give myself an E+ in both bow. I do have an E+ in brawling, but I should probably give myself an E+ in bows. Just so that Mercy has something to latch onto there. Oh, I didn't do choir practice? Damn it, that was a free one. Ugh.
Hey.
Shoot. And it would have given me authority work too. Double shoot.
Hey.
I wasn't
Recruit?
Hey, Professor. Here to cause some trouble? No?
Is rather interested. Okay, so I need more strength, a little bit more brawl. they might come and join me on their own. All right. We're gonna call this done. Instructions, let's go. I might run out of food next week. Okay, Leonie, we're gonna get you that movement today. We get to change your goals away from riding, because now you have that ever so sought after extra movement.
Not as hard as I thought.
I want to buy back some of your bow skills too, which means that I have to train you in bows a bit.
Not as hard as I thought.
Okay, so that's good. Ingrid has trained herself up again. Cloud. Gonna give you sword work so you can be an assassin.
I see.
You've currently got what it takes to be a thief. If we wanted to assassin you, you need B in swords. Okay. Okay, we can get you there. Might spend you some time in Lord. Nah, screw Lord. I don't like the class it gives you. Or I don't like the skill it gives you. Then, yeah, let's spend some time on Lawrence and Hilda, give them the heavy armor training that they need.
What? That was...
And then swap over to a little bit of riding, down to Hilda, same deal, but in reverse. Okay, good. So that's that. I have 3 points left. Ingrid, Cyril, Ignatz, Marianne. Marianne has done the training in Reason, so she has access to some fire magic now. That's all I wanted. Now we can swap her back to doing faith stuff and or writing stuff. Res +2 and Subdue are excellent skills. That's not what you get for Lord. Am I missing a joke? I might be missing a joke. And then little Iggy will give you a little bit of authority. If you can... Oh, Rally Dexterity might also be good for hit chances. Those are the mastery skills. Res +2 and Subdue for Lord. Seriously? Oh, yeah, it's Subdue. I thought it was the Pomp and Circumstance that he gets for Lord. Are you sure it's not Pomp and Circumstance that he gets for... No, Pomp and Circumstance is what he gets for mastering his special class once he comes out after the time skip. Okay, Res +2 actually isn't bad then. Maybe I should have him go through Lord for a while.
I feel like I get it now.
To become the Bow Knight, you need bows at A and riding at A. Your riding is only a D+. That's gonna take some time. All right. One more, Ingy or Cyril? Ingy or Cyril? Fuck it, let's just push Ingrid on that flyer. If I can get her that S+ rank, that'll be awesome.
I appreciate your guidance.
Okay, back to goals since I have to make a couple adjustments. Also, I have to change the group tasks since Leonie should not be on riding anymore. You've already got your A+, you've got your movement. So if we wanted to do Skywatch with Leonie instead... Or with Cyril. Cyril's an option. It's kind of a bad one, but he is an option. Could work towards Ignatz a little bit. Could work towards Lauren's a little bit. Could work towards Claude. He wants flying too, okay. Sure. Go for that, yeah. Goals, 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 goals. Claude is on swordsmanship. That should be fine. Leonie, we're going to swap you away from riding now that you've reached it. You go into flying and bows instead. Hilda is working on the things you need to work on. Lauren's, same deal. Raph doesn't matter. Ignatz is on lances and horses. You're both going to need both of those things to get into a bow knight. Are you? You have the lance work you need. Good. Drop lances like a fucking brick. Go over to bows and riding instead. Okay. Lysithea, riding, and reason should be fine, but you... As much as I hate it, I'm going to put you on lances and reason instead. I still want you learning reason, because I want you to push that as high as you can, but that lance, those lances need some work. Marianne's good. Hilda's fine. Need a B rank. That's a lot of axes. But it would let you stay a flyer for the intermediate class since there's no Pegasus in that spot. And I currently don't have you learning riding to go and be a paladin. So sure, keep up the axes. I might have to break off and actually just manually train you in axes for a little while to push that Wyvern Rider. Flame's good, doesn't matter. You've already got the flying to become a Pegasus Knight. Shamir's good, doesn't matter. Cyril. Gimme Silvara, thank you for the sub! 21 months? That's a lot of time, that's almost 2 years. Boop. Boop, boop. 3 times 7, there you go, 21. How you doing this morning? Welcome back to Fire Emblems. Cyril now has enough to just become a Wyvern Rider, so you are also just fine where you are. Good, go for the lecture.
Professor.
I studied the sword since I was young. Seeing how far some of the others have come, it made me keenly aware my own skills could use some refining. Focus on the sword skill to excel as a sword fighting class. Nah. You're good. Sounds like Mercedes wants to join Kublu's house. Really? Because I just asked you and you said no. You shooed me away.
Professor, I have a small request for you. I'd love it if you would add me to your class.
Yes, come join me. Camille, you found Malos. We have more dads. It's 4 months. Thank you for the resub as well. Boop, 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 boop. Continue enjoying your emotes. Come on, really? Come on, Mercedes.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy.
Okay, good. Now, Ash's birthday. I'm not doing this out of love for you, Ash. In fact, I have no idea what you like, and I'm not even gonna log you on the list. Just take my sweet apple blend.
Excuse me. Thank you very much. Oh, that's delicious.
How's everybody doing this morning?
Huh?
Comrades? Nope, that didn't work.
Yes.
Fast laughs?
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
Dining? Well, none of that worked well. I just don't know about you as a person, Ash, aside from the fact that you're poor and you know the commoner jutsers. That's about it. You're a thievy boy.
Thanks for the tea.
That's all I really needed to know, but eh.
Sounds good to me.
We'll be fine.
We did some great work.
Awesome! Got it perfect.
My efforts have borne fruit.
Good.
This isn't so hard.
All right, Mercedes. She comes preloaded with some goals, doesn't she? Both magics. All right, wants to be a Grimory. Sounds like Caspar wants to join too. I just asked you guys.
You know,
Why do you do
Professor,
this to
I
me?
keep hearing good things about you. I gotta admit, I'm curious. Want to let me into your class?
Fine.
All right, that was easy.
I'm not
enough.
doing it for you. I'm doing it for my own satisfaction and knowledge.
Come on, we're gonna run this place.
You need to calm the hell down a lot of the time, Caspar. Commoner Jutsus. Ash absolutely knows the Commoner Jutsus. It was Petra's whole interest in him. Okay, certifications. Since I can't win the intermediate tournament, I have to buy two seals. And that's another 2,000 gold I really didn't have laying around. Why am I so tight on money in the second New Game Plus run? I don't understand. Be a lord for a while. I think I've had every, like, in every battle of the golden, of the Eagle and Lion, I've had my lord show up for it in their lord class outfit. It's a spiffy outfit. It looks pretty good. I won't deny that. I guess Raph just came preloaded with heavy armor at D. Ready to go. However, we're gonna throw you into a Brigand. Instead. Oh, but if I make him an Armor Knight, then he gets to do guards. Let's do that instead. They had 4 support combos, and 3 of them were all about the Commoner Jutsus. It's true. Petra and Ash was kind of a precious chain. Okay, so that's that. Oh, also Flame. Flame. I have to get another one because I want to make you into a Pegasus Knight. That's more money I don't have. Did any of you guys come with a seal? Oh, there were 2 right here on Shamir and Flame. Okay, well, then I wasted a little bit of money there. Stash those. I think the faculty comes with seals, and the students come with bullions, based on my Blue Lions run. Because I think it was the same thing that happened there. Anyways, certifications. Flame. Go sit on a Pegasus so that you can adjutant with literally anybody.
I have succeeded.
I'm not interested in you, I'm interested in what you might bring me. My own interests are all that matter, not your goals, not your dreams, even less your bellowing voice. Caspar, shut the fuck up! Sit down! In the back of the class. You're only here so that I will get access to something. Okay, cool, that all looks good. And I think this is the golden fish. Yeah, so I should do another bit of fishing today so that I can try to suss up some sellables. Also, now I don't have to train with Rhea every single day, since I've already got access to the A rank. But she will teach me magic, so she's probably still a good bet.
Of course, I look...
Teach me the magics, let me have that wonderful fire spell. Good. Now I can be just a pretty dedicated mage who happens to have way more strength. All the way down to the greenhouse, I gotta pick the flowers, and then plant a bunch of seeds. Harvest. Good, got a bunch of, gifts. Now, vegetable seeds. Lots and lots of vegetable seeds. Cultivate, throw down that bone meal. I don't have the money for Pegasus poop today, I'm sorry. Everybody's very jovial here. Alright, fine. Fishing time. I'm gonna go through the whole earthworm stack and a little bit more, maybe. This is for food, but mostly for money. So it's gonna take a while, because every time I'm gonna hold out looking for that golden fish. Of course, I might also have a little bit less... Well, I guess... Money's still gonna be good because it lets me put down the greatest amount of boost on the vegetables, which gives me the most amount of food, which lets me do the most amount of support building. So yeah, I should not look for a way out of getting cash. Give it a few months, they'll laugh less. Who's gonna laugh less? At what? What are we laughing? Oh, yeah, the people. You're right. I mean, I'll also take reds, since I think reds are just, like, good fish that make good meals for the most part. I'm just not gonna bite on a blue unless it's the third one. I hope bullheads make good meals. Come on, give me goldfish. I need cash. I don't know what a Caledonian gar does either. Yeah, I don't actually know what most of these fish do or what they're specifically good for. I just catch a lot and then hope they work. They might not work. Chances are pretty good that they don't work, actually. Considering how many fish I do have in my inventory and how many meals I can cook with them, which is not a lot. Come on, give me the golds. Maybe I should use my high-quality bait instead of my mid-range stuff. Happy to give bountiful fish for their fish queen. You're right, that probably is what's happening. Nope, don't want a red. Well, I mean, I said I'd spring for reds. Give me a gold! I need some platinum fish. Platinum sell for like 1,000 G's a piece. That's the really good stuff. Alright, I don't want to spend all day here. I'm just trying to get some money. It's not working out too well. So I'll blow all my herring baits on it. And if I don't get any golds out of this, then we'll just call it for the day. In fishing. Not the stream. I still have to go do the battle. Yep. I just don't really have anything to talk about. I'm awful at small talk. I don't even have somebody here to small talk with. I'm just talking into a void into the chat, and I just kill. It's like 20 minutes that I just gotta sit here and really do nothing. This part sucks for streaming. And for it being like a golden fish day, man, there's not a whole lot of golden fish showing up. I don't get it. Where are all the good stuff? Where are all the rare and valuable fishies? Flean, did you take all the valuable fish? Did you coax them off into some corner of the pond and tell them to hide? Why would you do this to me, Flame? I'm doing this so that I can feed us. So I can feed you. You're supposed to like the fish. Like them enough to tell them to jump onto my hook so that I may get monies. Fun French fact. Goldfish are called poisson rouge, I think is how you say that, which translates to red fishes. I believe this is how we perceive color and see the main color is red, not because it reflects light like a metal or gold, it's because we in French are so stingy we don't like gold in our fishes. I don't really understand the why of that, but okay, I'll take it at face value. Oh, give me a golden fish! I just want one now. I'll call it a victory at one. I hate how we call them goldfish. Those things are red and orange. I've seen a lot of yellow goldfish, and that might be kind of where it comes from. It might also be because they glimmer a lot and they sort of sparkle and glimmer like gold. Yes, a bunch of them are more orangey, but that kind of stuff doesn't really get factored into naming on like a purely literal scale. It's more of a like, if it hints or it leans or it reminds you of one thing, then the person who's naming it just sort of goes with it, whatever they want. They could also just name it after themselves or name it after something that doesn't have to do with it at all. As if they discover the species and they write it down, then that's what it's called. And or colloquially what the people come to know it as. Goldfish is a really easy, short, and memorable name. So that's another reason why it's probably stuck. Give me a platinum fish. Give me a fish. Give me a platfish. I've only caught enough fish here to basically like get us through a week and a half of meals. There, a gold, okay. Good. It was a platinum, yay! That's the reason I tried to explain why it might be named that way. You explained better than I did. Sorry I confused you. No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. All right, I'm going to go through my blowflies as well, and then we'll call this done. Everyone gave her their golden fish and a giant golden plate. Flame, we're losing a lot of gold around the monastery, and I see that a lot of people have been giving it to you. Do you know anything about that? It's like, I don't know whatever you mean. People have been very generous of late, but they can't be so irresponsible as to give away everything just to little me. You go to her room and it is actually gold-plated. There are golden statues everywhere. There are like platters just in every corner stacked to the ceiling. She's just like, this is just little humble gifts. It would be rude to turn them down, so of course I accept them. It's like, Flame! Flame, what are you doing? We need that gold. More importantly, what is everybody doing giving it to you? Oh, you're such a precious... Such a precious little innocent girl. Here. I've got this golden charm that my dad gave me. He said it was from my mother when I was very young, but you take it. It's like, wait, shit. She got to me, too. King, the fishing is almost done. I just wanted to try to suss up a little bit of money. The money has not been doing too well. It's supposed to be a week in which there's a lot of golden fish, and I've only caught 1 gold and 1 platinum. And I'm just not going to sit here all day. So I'm going through 1 more stack of bait. There's only 4 left, and then I'm just going to move on. Come on. Come on. Ah. What do you got? Just a whitefish. Give me the gold! Gold! No, no gold. Red fish. At least it's big. I don't know what the combo gives you anyway. Does the combo actually matter for anything? Or is it just there for satisfaction and, like, feeling good? That's the last of my bait. Alright. I had one more blowfly, but whatever, I already hit B. Moving on. Do you want me to actually answer the yes side effect because I actually asked it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
History Master, thank you for the host. How's it going?
So, why have you come to see me?
Hello there.
I do have a good number of veggies. It's just none of this is the stuff that they want to cook with.
This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think...
Okay, so that's not a lot. Do I have anything else in here that's worth a lot? I do not. Shoot.
Return soon, please.
Getting all of them perfect increases the quality of the fish by 1 star. Oh, okay. Is it still the same fish, or does it just, like, you went from a 4-star fish to a 5-star fish, and now we'll pick from the 5-star fish pool? Or does the quality, like, are there different qualities of the same kind of fish, and if so, what does that matter? Picked from the 5-star fish pool. Okay, cool. Gotcha. So, if those guys have already come and joined me then, I've got Claude and Leone. They can have a chat, so let's just not throw them at this. Supports. Claude and Shamir. I think, yeah, I still want to push towards that for a little bit here, so we will throw Cloud and Shamir into this. Cloud! Cloud, where are you? Cloud! Cloud! Cloud. Instead of a gold, you get a platinum. Gotcha.
Is this
There's...
Yes, it's necessary. Shh, sing. Sing for me. So that's that. I can stop in here really quickly, but I don't think it's gonna really do much for me. Shamir, I don't like interfering in squabbles. The parents complain if I don't. Make the parents fight. I don't remember if you like this. Yes, you do. And then Catherine, don't care. Not using her this time. Bonding bites. Dining with students. Enhanced when dining with students from your own house. Okay, so supports. Let's get a going. Throw Cloud and Shamir together again. Trying to push towards this.
That smell.
Suppose it's rude. Yes, we know you don't like it. Oh, hey, I got Claude and Shamir B rank now too. Why are they so easy to build with? Like, this is too many, too fast. Okay, Claude, go talk to Leone.
A little closer.
Hey, Leone. What are you up to?
Oh, come on. What'd you do that for? Look, you ran my quarry
How
off.
dare you, Claude?
You were hunting? Is the dining hall that short on food supplies?
Yes! Yes, it is! That's why I spent all of today at the fishing pond.
No, but I like to hunt every now and again. Keep my skills sharp.
I suppose so. You're from a family of hunters, right? Well, there's no shortage of prey to hunt around here.
True. Not many hunters around the monastery, huh?
Which is weird. You'd expect we'd keep a bunch on staff for food supplies.
Rivers full of fish, trees bursting with fruit, mushrooms ready to harvest all
Also,
over.
we're in the mountains. How is it this fertile?
It's the kind of place where you can really be self-sufficient. Guess we can thank the goddess for that.
I don't know. I'm more inclined to thank the bountiful earth than the goddess for such things.
Claude gets a plus.
The goddess may offer spiritual guidance, but she doesn't fill our bellies, that's for sure.
Not a very noble-sounding thing, to disregard the goddess and honor the land.
Leonie, whose grace do you suppose humans live by? The goddess? The nobility? I'd say it's neither. It's the endless bounty of this magnificent land that gives us life.
Claude's a smart boy.
Won't hear me deny it. But who's to say it isn't the goddess whose protection makes nature thrive? I'm not the most devout person, but I'm not about to go around saying we don't need the goddess at all.
I said she gives spiritual support, didn't I? I wouldn't go so far as to say she's wholly unnecessary. But in Elmira, Dagda, Bridget, and plenty of other places, they don't believe in the goddess.
And they get along just fine, you're right.
Nature is a blessing that knows nothing of borders. The goddess is the goddess, and the earth is the earth. They should both be revered for what they are. Look, this is just my personal opinion. If you truly believe that everything depends on the goddess of Saros, that's your...
Hey, it's fine. You don't have to worry about me. I'm a believer, but I know there are those who aren't. And I kind of like your way of thinking. Giving thanks to nature and all. It makes sense.
I knew a wild girl like you would be able to get behind an idea like that.
I like Claude.
What? Like I'm feral or something?
Hey, you know, this kind of talk could be viewed as heresy if it was public.
Yeah, probably. We'll just have to keep it to ourselves.
We're talking, at a monastery, in sight. Sorry, not in sight of other people in the monastery, that's true. But what the students don't know is that I am everywhere. I follow them. That's how I overhear all these conversations, because I'm hiding behind trees and on the other side of walls, listening to all of their private lives. If it was that good hunting-wise, you'd think that Leonie poaching like this would be, like, super illegal. I don't think poaching existed in this time, because poaching exists to protect certain species. And since it's so plentiful, there's no need to protect them. There's tons around. Stop creeping around. No! I have no heartbeat. I'm not human. This is the only way I know to get to know people. By listening in on their private lives, and then using that as a step in.
Not bad.
You're quite skilled.
Shamir, what a rare treat for you to start a conversation for a change.
Don't forget the times that you break into people's rooms, offices, and steal their stuff to give it back to them. Exactly! I'm just looking for any way to get involved in a conversation.
Is it?
It's not possible you came to ask for my help with something. Could it be you want to become closer friends?
Don't flatter yourself.
No.
That's cruel. You could have at least hesitated a beat before answering.
Yeah, just straight to the no.
Last we spoke, you were questioning whether or not you belong here.
You remember that, do you? Well, yes, I do think this is where I belong. For now. I have things that I want to achieve, and I can only do that by staying right where I am. That said, once I've done what I'm here to do, it's hard to say whether I'll stay or leave. I might end up searching for another place to belong.
You have definitely done that in both of the previous runs.
That is true for most people. Life would be tedious if we knew what lies ahead. Whether or not you belong in a place can change at any time. As soon as you settle in somewhere new, you begin to question your decision.
That's true. I guess trying things out and searching for our own path is what life is about. And both of our paths have led us here. This is where we belong right now. Even if it's just a temporary coincidence, we should cherish it while it lasts.
What are you going on about now?
I'm just saying we should make the most of this time we have together, since we don't know how long it'll last.
Claude, are you trying to put the moves on a night? Claude.
Once it's gone, it might never come back. Right?
Is this your sad attempt at flirting? I will admit, you're an interesting one.
I do like you, Shamir. I like you so much. I'm so looking forward to getting to use you again in the last run. Okay, so that's good. Who else? Who needs the goal work? Ingrid, who do you work with? I feel like Claude and Shamir already ate together. Yes, they did. So that's out. I can throw her with Ignatz, or I can throw her with Camp Counselor Raph. Or I could throw her with Sedith. I'm gonna go for Raph. But that means I have to find something that she's gonna like. Yeah, I need a bunch more foods, like vegetables to cook, and a whole lot of meat, poultry, wild game. That's the stuff that I can't really get any other way than just straight up buying it. And buying it's expensive. I'll figure a way into it, around it, eventually.
I appreciate any good meal.
Delicious, absolute favorite, good, good, good. Who else? So Ingrid's covered. Loni is no longer a super top priority since I got her riding in. Which, I'm gonna go ahead and give her that while I'm still thinking of it. Movement +1, trade that in for... Swordbreaker. Leonie and Lawrence can both do something with this meal, so... Leonie can support with... Raph has already eaten. I could just do Lawrence again, like just build them up to the point where they're ready for the next support, even if they can't get it yet. Or I could also throw her at Sedith. There's too many people that want to support with Sedith. I think I'll throw her at Lawrence, since this is basically free food and they both get top priority. I mean, top growth out of it. Top motivation.
Hey, you're cleaning your plate. Nice job.
Please stop. You sound like my mother.
I love putting them together for anything and just watching Leonie step all over Lawrence and he can't process it. It's the best. Who else? Who else needs the work? Ignatz, Hilda, Marn. Hilda and Ferdinand again. That'll work. Hello, codename Hawkhead. How are you? Welcome.
Yummy.
Delicious.
Oh, they can get another one. They can get their B rank. All right, sure. Hilda, go abuse Ferdinand.
Ferdinand, there you are.
Stay back, Hilda. I will no longer entertain your clever little requests. Your wiles will not work this time.
You shouldn't yell at a noble maiden. It's a no-no, etiquette-wise. By way of an apology, you may brew me some tea.
She's just giving him orders now.
I am sorry to have offended you, but delightful as it sounds, I will not be brewing any tea at present.
That sounds amazing, but no.
Besides, I taught you how to do it before. You should be able to do it on your own, so why don't you?
You did show me how to do it, but I can't do it as well as you.
And why not?
You selected just the right leaves, and you boiled them just right. You even considered the room temperature and humidity. Then you set out just the right pot along with just the right cups. You immediately picked out a design that you knew I would like.
She's very good at this.
When you poured, the temperature, the timing, and the technique were all impeccable.
I bet she doesn't even care about any of that. She's just like picking it out on the spot.
You seem to know an awful lot about tea for someone who cannot even pour it.
Oh, no, not really. Maybe I picked up a couple things from watching you. Even the sound of the liquid pouring into the cups was like music. Taken as a whole, it was an almost spiritual experience. A symphony for the senses.
I was just making tea in the traditional fashion.
Oh, I'm so flustered I'm not getting my point across. I'm trying to say that your tea is like love. You're devoted to bringing happiness to those who drink it. I could taste that from the first
You are
drop.
laying it on very thick here, Hilda.
Well, when serving another, one must put in a little bit of love.
And it's working.
But I must say, you surprise me. Not many are so attentive to the finer points of tea. I made quite the impression on you. Perhaps I ought to pour you another cup.
Really? Oh, thank you, Ferdinand.
Good. I approve of Ferdinand abuse.
I shall find us a suitable brew. Wait here a moment.
Oh, Ferdinand. So simple, and yet so kind.
He just likes hearing he's good at things. The tools are meant to be used. Exactly. I said that earlier. Also, you shush, side effect. I am so interested in Sedith. I wanted to use him for like an entire run and a half now. I will make use of him. I'm okay. I just hit tier 21 in Fire Emblem Heroes. Guess that's kind of related to this. I played Fire Emblem Heroes for a couple months when it came out, but I dropped it pretty quick after that. I didn't like when they got like too much into the aspect of like blending characters and picking skills from one unit and putting it on another one. That got way too meta play for me, and I get bored. I just get lost and can't follow it anymore at that point. Who else? Who else needs the goal work? We got Marianne, Lysithea, and Ignatz. Claude's eaten, Lauren's eaten, Raph's eaten. I could have him eat with either one of those guys. But he's already got a B with both of them. Could do Mercedes. Could do Ingrid. I think Ingrid's already eaten too. Yes, she has. I don't think Sedith has gone up to plate today yet, though. So you've got Hilda, Loney, Ingrid, Flame, Cyril. What have I got? Wobbly? What's up, Wobbly? Shit!
Who gave that damn order?
What are you doing this morning?
At this rate, I don't think there's any stopping them.
Welcome, hello. What were you playing? Raiding with a party of 3? Good. This lets me run the measures while I'm just doing pointless BS. Damn it, why did I have Raffi with somebody else? I wanted to throw him at Flame. Good morning, welcome! I still didn't finish up all the meal stuff, but really there's not a whole lot else I can do right now. I've still got Lysithea who could use some training, or I could just skip her for the month, for the week, since that's another thing that is totally in the realm of possibility. Now I have to go find some people to train with. Sedith and Dad can teach me authority. What was that? That was my, raid counters. I've had that for about a year and a half. I'm not too great at coming up with memey funny videos, so I'm just using the one the Master Time Thief made for me a while ago. But I think it works because I still get reactions like that just say, what the hell did I just watch? And I like it. It makes it memorable. Rebuilding my stream cockpit in Blender. What? I don't know what a stream cockpit is in the first place, but why were you doing it in a 3D program? Am I just lost? Am I not understanding what it was that you were doing? Sedith, teach me to authority. And then I can get Manuela to teach me how to sword, and then that's all the time for the day. Manuela, sword me.
I'm not going.
Good, okay. That is everything for today. Memeing is hard, so I can't afford a cool gamer chair. I'm building a sweet jet fighter cockpit that I can green screen my seat into. Oh, I see. Interesting. 605 Nina, I thought it would be one of Proton John's raid. What do you mean? Can you clarify that statement some more? Week's instructions about to begin. Yes. Group tasks. You guys are still good. You keep on with that. Goals haven't changed. I think everybody's still doing what they need to do here. Yep, that looks good. Okay, instructions. Who gets my time this week? I want to push Ingrid on axes a little bit so that she has access to Wyvern Rider, so we're gonna... I used to have the bit cup set up so it would shoot bits out of a missile launcher. Ah, nice.
I'm good.
I just have mine underneath the chat right now. It works well enough for me. Claude, if I want to have you assassin, you need some more sword work, so... Continue learning the sword.
That was easy, thanks to you. I learned a lot from this.
C+.
I see.
Now you should have a good chance of making assassin. I'd still rather not throw seals at you since those are expensive, but the odds are in your favor. What else? Who else can I do some training with here? Cyril's already set to be Wyvern. Why am I on Ferdinand? I do not care. Let's give Hilda some riding work.
How's this gonna help?
Don't question my authority. I know what I have planned for you. I was gonna change you into doing something that you wanted to do, but keep learning riding. Just shove your face in that book about horses. You don't get to come out until you've memorized it. Lawrence is close to Fortress Knight, so let's give him... Let's give him a bit of axe work.
I've come to understand a great deal.
I was Ferdinand von Eyre, yep. I was once. He is again, but I'm never gonna use him. Your layout's my current inspiration, so that's a thought I'll hold on to. Oh, cool. Well, my layout is just here for function. I just wanted to throw things up and have them fit, and it worked. I guess that's good that it's... Functionality has served as an inspiration. Who else? I've got 3 more points to spend. But I've hit all the big targets. Ignat's going towards Bow Knight eventually. You're still working on your bows. Do you have what it takes to become a paladin? No, you need B in lances and a B in riding, and I'm not going to have you spend any more time on lances because the lances suck. Keep going on bows then. Maybe we'll get you a new skill for that. You've got the lances that you need to become the Bow Knight, right? Then you're gonna train up your bows naturally. Screw it. Do riding. My Ferdinand is currently a Fortress Knight. Fortress Knights are awesome.
I can't believe I got it right.
My Ferdinand was a Fortress Knight and he became a little less useless. My Mercedes was a Fortress Knight and she was the star of the entire Black Eagles run. And I don't even... The long-term regulars will know about Leone and God King Dedede as the armor units on my Blue Lions run. I love me some armor. They take over any run that I put them into, such as here, where I have both Lawrence and Hilda that have already mastered their class. Two more. We'll give some time to Leone here, who's good on lances, but yes, you still need some work on bows. And I think you're probably gonna have to skip Wyvern Rider. So what am I gonna do for you for this advanced class, then? You don't have... Oh, you do have the ride. Right, because I gave you the movement ability. So you can just go be a paladin for a while if you wanna. Yeah, that should work. It's the only thing you're actually set up to be. Okay. So then keep working on your bow stuff. I made mine a sword-wielding wyvern lord. Yeah, what's wrong with swords? Swords are good.
No problem. I'm getting the hang of it.
He's a
Nothing to get excited
He's a fortress knight to give Lauren's damage reduction, not actually to be used. You're missing out. You're missing out on the true uses of fortress knights, which is for everybody to be one all of the time and then just take no damage. It's wonderful. I haven't trained Cyril in a while. Sure, I'll give him some time. You need some authority, boy.
Oh, thanks, Professor. That's real nice of you to say. I could have kept going.
Are you playing NG+? I am, yes.
I can really do this.
Flying plus sword doesn't fuck around? I believe you, because flying already has a ton of avoidance, and sword is the most dodgy weapon. So they probably just can't ever get touched. That's what Falco Knights are really good for. This is New Game Plus, yes, but I've cleared Blue Lions and I've cleared Black Eagles, and this is Golden Deer. So I haven't seen the Golden Deer storyline. I'm just using the mechanics for it. This is also maddening difficulty, so when we get to the battle in a week's time here, not a week of real time, a week in game, you'll get to see how high the enemy levels are. Shimir taught me lots about bows. I've always gotten on well with horses. Think we could work on both riding and bow skills? No. You're going to fly high in the sky, because that's what I want you to do. So, I'm gonna skip that one since we've seen it a bunch before, but it's Manuela being drunk, or Manuela being terribly hungover. Cyril's birthday. Cyril has a birthday? I thought he congealed in a gutter somewhere.
Do you need me for something, Professor?
Yes, drink this tea.
Thanks.
I'm gonna talk to you about your day, and then you're gonna tell me things, and we're gonna like it.
Gotta cool it down.
I actually have no idea what to talk about with you. You have no personality besides Rhea. Okay, yeah, he's into stuff about the monastery. He's into working hard. You're doing great work, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone you look up to. What? You look up to Rhea? Shut up. I know you do.
Well, I still got some work to get done. Thanks for the tea. See ya, Professor.
Byleth will be a flying swordie, Claude will be a flying bow, Sylvain will be a flying lance, Hilda will be a flying axe, and Leonie will be a flying... fists. Leonie can do what she wants. Yay, I got a charm. Okay. Ferdinand has a base avoid of over 110. Really?
Can't argue with
wow.
Results, can you?
In what class is he to get 110 avoidance?
Better than before.
Enlightening.
I'm getting it.
Wish you could use fists while flying. Yeah, Leonie flying around and punching people would be pretty amazing. No, Cyril, Rhea isn't a personality trait. Okay, last exploration, literally the last day before we go out to battle, so, let's just do what we've been doing. Go build some more supports. Also, I have to stop by the greenhouse and pick up my foods. Please tell me that you've got me a good harvest of vegetables. I am running out of food to feed my students. Onions, turnips, peach currant. I got a bunch of chickpeas. That's good. I can work with those. Now we plant a bunch of root vegetable seeds. We cultivate with some pruning. Okay, we're good. Up to the church. Let me throw... There was somebody I wanted to work with Raphael here. Flane and Raph. Okay. Camp Counselor Raph and Patron Fish Saint Flane. Camp Counselor Raph and Fish Saint Flane. There we go.
Everyone should sing louder.
It is so much fun to sing with others.
These two are gonna forge a bond of friendship if I have anything to say about it. Yeah. Having a hard time keeping food supplied as well as I might start ignoring food and just give everyone flowers for sustenance. Yeah, I'm mostly using this as a way to build supports, less about the motivation. I mean, it's also used to boost motivation, but that's not my primary reason for doing it. So today's special, I'll throw Flane and Raph since nobody has to like it.
This
is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking.
Then I'm also going to... is Claude and Shamir really necessary for another one right now? Shamir's got a bunch of other supports she could work towards, and they only have one left. I feel like that's going to happen naturally. Whereas I could also throw Ingrid at Claude right now. Let's do that. But I gotta find something they'll both like. They're both gonna eat. And that might be difficult. Yeah, I don't have it. Okay, pick something that one of them likes and the other one doesn't hate. Maybe the math will work out and he'll just get boosted?
I appreciate any good meal.
Eating is life. Literally.
Good. Okay. So she did get a full boost. Who else? I gotta do something with Cyril. Cyril can work with... Let's throw him at... Lysithea. But then, once again, I have the same problem of trying to find something they're both gonna eat. Or they're both gonna like. I guess it doesn't have to be something they both like. I've already verified as long as the other guy doesn't hate it, he should get full boost. We need to build a new saint statue that gives fishing bonuses.
I've got food to eat and a place to sleep. I'm pretty darn happy with my life right now.
Hilda basically has her pick of the litter currently. I could throw you... Raph's already eaten. Can I throw you at Ignatz? I can throw you at Ignatz, okay.
Yummy! Who made this?
I'll fondly remember.
Yeah, Ignatz, nobody cares. Okay, so they got one. Who else? Lorenz and Leonie both need some work. And they have their next one available, so I can't throw them at food to get together today. That would be a waste. Could throw Leonie towards Marianne. But that... I don't want to because they only have one more rank and they'll probably get that through natural gameplay. So spending that on food now is a bit of a waste. I could throw Leonie at Sedith, right? Yes, I can. So let's do that. Leonie and Sedith. The only problem I'm having with Ignatz is he's lacking a bit of strength. There's a bunch of units that just lack a bit of strength. I think it's kind of the point.
Share a meal with others now and again.
Not everybody can punch holes through walls. That's a thing that's reserved for Dimitri, Dedu, Catherine, Raphael, a few others. Okay, Ignatz and Hilda, how are you going to abuse this poor art boy?
Where is it? Oh, hello there, Ignatz.
Yes, hello, Hilda. What's the
You just ran into Frank. What do you mean, hello? Did you call to him across the room?
Oh, it's just that I'm looking for a book. I can't seem to find it anywhere. I think it might be on one of the high shelves. Could you give me a hand?
I'm really sorry, but actually...
Surprised Hilda Two-Face. I need this! There. Now I can send it to myself.
Some people got hurt while training in magic. I'm rushing to grab some medical supplies.
Whoa, that sounds serious. Don't let me stop you in that case.
Thanks. I'll be right back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what was the book you were looking for?
Is everyone okay?
Yes, it turned out to just be some scrapes and bruises. Oh, is that the book?
Yes, I went and grabbed a ladder. That made the book much easier to find.
Huh. You could have just asked someone else for their help.
Well, you said people were hurt, so I just figured everyone had more important things to do.
My god. Anytime Hilda does actual work, I'm like, are you growing, or are you just not actually rotten to the core? And when you can't get anybody, you'll actually work.
Honestly, I don't love heights. It was a bit scary up there, but here we are. I managed.
I see. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Why are you apologizing, silly? Surely first aid is more important.
I thought you might wait for me to come back, that's all.
Oh, but giving first aid, that's not an easy job. I figured you'd be worn out. The last thing I want is to push you too hard.
That's thoughtful of you, Hilda. Thanks for watching out for me.
Oh,
good.
Don't mention it. Do my cleaning again and we'll call it even.
You didn't actually do a favor for him, so... Huh.
You did such a lovely job last time. The floor was practically sparkling. I swear the air even tasted cleaner.
He's apologizing because you're guilt-tripping the fuck out of him.
I'm glad you liked it. You're really good at giving compliments, you know that? I suppose that's why everyone's so eager to help you with things.
Exactly. By heaping praise on people, they're more eager to help me in the future.
There you go, and she just revealed her secret.
Oh, but that's not what's happening here. I was really, truly impressed by your cleaning skills.
It's too late. The beagle's out.
I wish I had everything figured out like you.
I suggested Brawler Ignatz to a streamer, went back to watch him, and now he's out damages Raphael. It was kind of wild. I'm not surprised by that. Raphael seems to have pretty bad level ups most of the time. And yeah, 605 Nina, I have not done the church route. I've done Blue Lions, Black Eagles, now I'm on Golden Deer, and my last run is going to be church route. And I am intending on doing something stupid with it, which is going to be no New Game Plus, Maddening, faculty only run. I want to try an experiment, and I want to see how it will go. Leonie and Sedith.
Oh, hello,
I also don't even know when I'm going to have time to do that, because this run is going to take me right up until when I go to Japan, and I don't know for sure I'm going to have time to stream when I'm over there.
Hello, Leonie. I imagine you are here to fish?
Yeah, this is a great spot for it. You must be a pretty experienced fisherman, huh?
Actually, while I have enjoyed the hobby for a long while, I must admit I am less than proficient.
Now that you mention it, I can see you're not having much luck today.
It is likely because I am not using any bait.
Oh, yeah, that would do it.
Well, that explains it. But why bother fishing at all if you're not even trying to catch something?
Truthfully, I fish only so that I might relax. It is soothing to me to cast the line and watch the water ripple.
Sedith goes up by 2 points in my book. It's true. I used to do a lot of fishing with my dad when I was younger. It is soothing. It's kind of boring as fuck for a 12-year-old who grew up on Game Boys, but like, when you get yourself into a certain mentality, it is just awesome.
My days are busy, even hectic. It helps to find peace and quiet every so often.
Oh, that makes sense. Still, If you're going to go to all the trouble, you may as well actually bait the line.
Maybe so. But, to my chagrin, I do not even know what type of bait to use. I learned to fish by accompanying my wife. She was always the one to bait the hooks. She would hand me the rod and I would cast my line. I never paid attention to how the rest was done.
Typical husband.
Ah. And your wife, where is she now?
She passed away quite some time ago. Since then, I have only to fish on my own. Even so, I find peace out here. Bait or no bait. What about you? Why do you fish?
Seth is so good! Oh, I haven't even had much of a chance to get into his supports, but I like the way his voice actor delivers lines. He's suspicious of you for a long time, but he has every reason to be. He's just a well put together, like a wholesome dude. Very competent, but just calming.
Me? Just for the fish, actually. For me, it's purely practical. Catch a bite now, one less meal to worry about later. Hunting, fishing, whatever it takes to get by. That's how I've always done it. I'm not exactly starving right now, but back then, if I couldn't catch something, I'd go hungry. So getting the hang of it was pretty vital.
I would certainly say so.
Good.
I imagine it is intensely satisfying to catch a fish when the need is so great.
Probably, yeah. The need makes it more purposeful. But hey, if you ever want to try fishing for real, I'd be happy to share my bait with you. And if you catch something, I'll cook it up nicely for you. How's that for motivation?
Oh, are you a skilled chef also?
I can cook. I don't know if I call myself a skilled chef.
Can't promise it'll be fancy, but it'll taste good.
Impressive. Wouldn't you know it, I am suddenly overcome with the urge to excel.
Maybe I'll just let these guys get to top support, though, and then let them marry off.
Great. Let's get started.
I feel like Sedith might have a good pair up there. Sedith is better Frederick. Frederick wasn't that grand to begin with, so really anybody could be better Frederick. If you ask me. Anybody could be better anything from Awakening. The whole game's kind of shit. Who else? Just personal opinion. I did not like Awakening. Glad I was born after the dad takes the boys fishing generation. The thought of killing fish myself makes me feel faint. For the most part, we didn't, Dad always did the, if we chose to actually keep the fish for eating, he would either keep them in a cooler, or he would do the gutting, there. It's not something that he involved the rest of us in. For the most part, we just did catch and release. The fishing laws in Alberta are usually pretty strict. You can't keep much. So, it's just for the sake of going out, fishing around, and then letting the fish go again. At a certain point, they also, illegalized barbs on hooks, because that's kind of cruel when you're just letting them go again. I don't remember exactly when it was, but I do remember it happened in my lifetime. Because there was a time when we had to start taking all of Dad's prized tackle and hooks and, taking pliers and just squeezing the barbs off of all of them. Who else? I've got Lawrence that could use some work, but I don't have to train literally everybody every time, and Lawrence is kind of on the verge where he's got a lot of supports that are maxing out, really, for what he's able to get right now. I might be able to get him one more with Lysithea, but I think Lysithia's already eaten today. Yes, she has, so I think we're done here. Marianne could eat. Shamir could eat. Well, if Shamir can eat, then suddenly I have another question that's opened up, because Shamir has a lot of options. Ignatz, Leonie, Raphael. Have they all gone already? They have. I think Cyril's gone too, hasn't he? Yep, he has. All right, shoot. Shamir is one of the ones that I should be prioritizing. She's got a lot of supports to get through, and she's not going to be a primary combat unit. So they're all going to be very hard to get.
For the main attraction!
Frozen Traveler, thank you. Thank you for the host. Appreciate it. How you doing? I have 4 time points to go and spend on training. So let's go get some sword work and some authority work, the 2 things that I want to push to S+ this run. I'm pretty sure I know what sword's gonna give me. I have no idea what authority's gonna do. I don't know if Rhea teaches swords, does she? She does! Interesting. Did you remember choir practice? I think I did, yes. I believe I threw Raphael and Flane at it. Yeah, ended for today. Because that's a time point we get that costs no resources and still builds supports. And it gives me authority training. Everybody shut up and start singing.
I bet you be on it.
Be a group, damn it. Okay. Oh my god. What? What? You can just rally movement? What?
I still have much to
Hold up, no. No. I have to see how much that gives you. Okay, it's only move +1, but still, I could use my turn instead of healing somebody or doing anything else. Like, I can move into position and just let somebody else move. That seems way better than defensive tactics. Yes, please. Woo, boy, that's a good rally.
I'm not going to let him get the better of me again.
Okay, Manuela, you get to teach me how to sword. And I think we're done now. Let me check the personal quarters quickly, see if there's anything else I want to spend my renown on, and then we'll get to the battle! Yay! Battle! Yay! Professor level's already maxed out. Support levels, I don't need to buy any more. Skill levels. Haven't used Cyril. Flame doesn't matter. Ingrid, I've already bought up her authority flying and lances. Leonie, I wanted to buy back some bow skill for. Yes, we'll buy you back to B. Good. That's all my authority. I mean, yeah, all my renown. But I believe I've bought back basically everything that I need to. So we're done now. Gonna marry Manuela? I don't know. I'm actually thinking of, in my church route, playing male again, even though I hate the male, but marrying Ingrid, because I want to make Ingrid happy. End of the War of the Eagle and Lion is today. There's a special dish. Yes, partake.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries.
Like, I believe I have come down onto a consensus, though consensus is the wrong word. I believe I've come down just onto a confirmation with myself, because I've thought about it on stream a lot. God King Dedede is a very special type of man, from the Blue Lions. Wonderful person, very sweet, kind of simple as a character. He's got depth to him. I do like him. I like him a lot. Dimitri is so complicated, and he's got so much to his backstory, and I like him. He's so well written. He's so strong, physically and in story. He goes through so many waves, but overall, I think my favorite fucking Blue Lion is actually Ingrid. I can't exactly put it into words why. She's an awesome unit. Early on, I figured out that she had some depth to her, like a bunch of depth. She's got complexity. She's very well put together as a character. She's well-rounded in multiple ways. She's got a tragedy in her past. It's not completely influencing everything she's got. She's got to balance multiple priorities in life. And I did not feel worse about turning on anybody than Ingrid when she gave me that terrible line in Black Eagles about how she was disappointed in me. It hurts the most when I betray Ingrid, and she's just such a good unit and a good character, and I think she's my favorite. And I think I've just committed to that now. And since the Blue Lions are the best house, that might mean that she's my favorite character. in 3 houses. I still have a run and a half left to get through, so we'll see what more comes out of it, but Ingrid is a precious gem. And I love her. Let's go do the battle. Maddening Battle of Eagle and Lions. 263 hours and counting on this playthrough. On this file.
So this is Gronder Field. Hey, Teach. Not a bad place to wage war, is it?
Absolutely. I agree. Where are we?
I knew you'd understand. Plenty of places to hide, and our pick of paths to advance through. It's the perfect battlefield for our tactics. I have my eye on that low hill over there. See it? It's the ideal spot to lure our enemies to, and then surround them with fire.
Fire, you say? That's risky.
Gotcha, Teach. I know. We want all students to make it back to the monastery. With you in command, we can't lose. The Imperial Princess and the Crown Prince don't stand a chance.
Professor, Claude, what are you two talking about?
I think he might be talking about the bullshit that Edelgard pulled the first time we came back to this after time skip in Blue Lions, where she went to the low hill. Well, she waited for us to take the low hill and then surrounded it with fire. She exploded it.
What do you expect? It's Claude. I am certain he was foisting more of his ill-advised schemes on our poor professor.
Relax. He was only foisting a few of them. For my careful consideration. I have the final say.
Oh, you have me all figured out, Lawrence. You know me better than I know myself.
Win or lose, it's an honor just to participate in the legendary Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
We've got to win so we can show Captain Gerald what we're made of.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
Raphael, you set this one out.
I shall give it my all.
I'll just stay quiet and follow along, so I don't get in anyone's way.
That will not be acceptable, Marianne. The whole point of this exercise is for each house to act as one.
Lysithia is such a big rude in this run. Oh. So aggressive, so prickly.
Do your best. I can't wait to see how well everyone does.
All right, sounds like Hilda will be taking control of a central hill and watching the battle from there.
Surprised Hilda
It's
Chew.
almost time. Come on, Teach. The battle starts now.
Once we get to the, either a save or the battle prep, I need to take a moment, go get a piece of bread, stuff in my face, get another drink. Then we'll go. Quite a bit of loading here. Also, Suichimo, I saw you said earlier. Well, I'll hold. Oh, actually, Suichimo, earlier you said, here I thought my Byleth solo church run would be the worst any of us did. Why do you say that? The faculty doesn't suck. The faculty tends to have, like, as good a growth as any of the students from my experience. My Shamir turned into a death machine. My Manuela in the second run had many high point level ups. Handjob usually is like the highest magic unit in the game from when I've run with him. He has like a very comparable magic even though he's several levels below other people. Flane is a really good priest. I used her throughout all my Blue Lions runs since Mercedes retired. Solo run means using that unit only. I know what a solo run means, but he's saying Suichimo's statement said that they thought that a solo run would be the hardest, but my faculty only run is apparently harder. The faculty actually has objectively bad growth. You've just been blessed. Really? Because that's not how it's been going for me, like, at all. Yeah, my understanding has been that they've been doing pretty well for themselves. I say that because I'll be on New Game Plus and have the benefit of just dumping all the boosters into Byleth. Oh, okay. My faculty usually has good growth. Yeah. Side effect, I don't believe that is accurate. since I've basically used them all anyways, I could go look at what the numbers are, but, like, I don't believe that. Because I've used several faculty units and they've turned out really good. And also, the faculty in this game, I've said this a few times, but, like, they're not like late-game units you can bring into your army to fill a hole with high bases and low growths. And they're not Jagans because they don't start off the game at a high level. They are recruited at the same level, basically in parity with everybody else that you get. So there's no reason to give them shit growths compared to everybody else. They're essentially the same type of units that you just have an option to recruit or not. Hey, Maniacal. They start in advanced classes for a reason from the looks of it. Only 2 of them do. Flame comes in as a priest. Manuela comes in as a priest. Hanneman comes in as a mage. Sedith, sure, Sedith comes in an advanced class. Shamir and Catherine do as well. I guess Alois, so that's 4 of them. So, and those guys come in just before time skip, if you get the option to. So that's still, like, only half of the game. This game doesn't have a Jagan. Yeah, we're talking about faculty growths, Maniacal, since I'm talking about probably trying a faculty-only run for my church run. Since, you know, it's church. And my experience with faculty has been that they are just like students. They have good levels, they have bad levels. Side Effect is telling me that they have objectively bad growths, and I'm like, are you sure? I don't think that's the case. I'm excluding Flame and Cyril when I mention faculty. Also, yeah, they don't work at the church, but they're definitely still faculty. They're church affiliated, pre-time skip. Like, she's Lester, Holy Kingdom of Fargus, a Dressian Empire. Like, they keep their allegiance when you recruit them until time skip, when everybody joins, like, everybody just joins your country. So yeah, I don't believe you. Anyways, I have to go get myself another drink, something to eat, and then we'll come back and we'll do this thing. If anybody wants to hop in and chat for the battle as well, do let me know. I'm hanging out in general.